Sorry I'm late, guys. I was on the phone with the mentee, man. I apologize. Yep. You know, I could run the intro and all that kind of shit, but I ain't gonna bore you guys that shit right now. You guys been waiting too long. Let's shout some of you guys out. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. What up, Muhammad? How you doing? Yep, you're first. You're early. What's up? Yeah, man. I went to lease to own 23 Peterbilt. Irresistible deal. Couldn't help myself. My dream truck, 200,000 miles on a 389 with 5 years lease. And I get the title at the end. What up, FJ? What up, Quick? How you doing? I guess Don's in my chat trying to give you guys trucking advice. I think he's on the wrong channel. What up, New Age? I only did this 6-month lease to try it out. Learn my lesson, never again. What up, Josh? I was driving for 6 years before I leased. What's going on, Narc? Check in, fools. Double tap the screen to give a like. What up, Nick? What up, Alex? So, I want to show you guys something, right? We're gonna get into it. There's so much I want to cover today in this video. Let's see how fast I can get it done. And on a Saturday, my phone's still blowing up crazy. This was sent to me like fucking, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know however long it was. And shout out to the person who sent it to me on email. And I deeply apologize it took this long to get to it. But there's just so much shit going on. You know, I had to prioritize everything. But here we are today. So, you know, normally when you get a settlement, right, it's supposed to be something easy to read, right? Something simple to read, right? How much did I make? What's my deductions? What's my check? Right? And like when you go work for the Russians, it's that simple. They might be stealing your money, but it's a simple little sheet and a simple little breakdown. Over here at Prime, it's like the settlement is like they print it straight from the computer, right? Like right here, you hit this and this is unapproved. So, you know, I mean, you just look at all this crazy shit. You gotta just go through and figure it all out, you know. But total reimbursements, and look at all these pages I got on the bottom. Look at all those pages on the bottom. Like you're wanting to get paid, and they email you this shit. So you're more confused then than when you drove for them, right? So right here, I'm gonna help you guys out. Because when I got it, I had to sit back and look at this shit like, hold up, man. I need to what up, fool? I need to figure some of this shit out because this shit is crazy. Ben, what are you talking about? So the next page is carrying on further. Here the reimbursement of $127. I'm gonna take a good guess and say it's trailer washout, right? And then here you go of the charges. They're gonna charge for every fucking little thing right here, right? And this is what I hate, bro. It's like people don't know, right? You're brand new, you're trying to learn your job, trying to learn shit. You don't know shit. They throw you in some lease truck or whatever, lease purchase, lease truck. It don't fucking matter. And god dang it, man, you got pages and pages of fucking deductions of shit you don't understand. Right here, it's APU rental payment, $70 a week for the APU rental. It's pretty high. For them to use the accounting department service, $36. Then you come down here. This is I don't know. So this is more accounting service, $23.50. They're gonna charge you for the Easy Pass, which is, or whatever the fuck it is. It's fine. A fuel card charge, like they give you a fuel card, they're gonna charge you to use a fuel card. Like, how petty is this shit? But you guys are cool with this shit, right? You guys are cool with this shit. And then the federal highway tax, that's normal. I mean, any owner operator, lease operator, whatever the fuck's supposed to be paying that shit. And then look at this shit. Balance forwarded. Tire fund. Okay, wait a minute. Balance forwarded. You're negative right now. You're negative $526 by the time you get to this page. Oh yeah, if you guys see that thumbnail, unless I changed, I don't remember if it's the two trucks. It's because when I'm done showing you this, and I'm done showing you some bullshit on TikTok, the third thing we're gonna do is numbers on these brand new trucks and some rusted up pile buckets. Because for some reason, I don't know why, you guys really think you guys have to do this because this is the only way to truck down the road, and it's not the case. So we got a lot in store in this live feed, if I can get through it. So by the time you get to this goddamn page, you're negative $526. Who's excited? If you're excited that you're on page 3 and you're already negative $526, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not, you're like, fuck this shit, put a 2 in the chat. So then, and this is still high ass confusing to me, but here's a tire fund of $4,600. Less prior balance forwarded is $526. Now your subtotal is $4,000, and they're charging you guys interest. Look at this shit. Interest income APR, 32%. Fuck. Look at this shit, guys. Do you guys see this? If you see it, put a 1 in the chat. I want to make sure you guys can see it. Let's solo this bitch out. There we go. Interest right here. Income APR, 32%. See the percent? Don't worry about the little decimal in front of the 32. It's what's behind it. That's a percentage. 32%. They are higher than a credit card. Higher than a credit card. And then over here, interest expenses APR 32%. Don't worry about SoCal. I work for Prime, and if I need some tires, I charge it. If I got a breakdown, don't worry about it. They got me. SoCal. I'm good. I don't need no money, SoCal. All I got to do is go over there, show them my VIP Prime card, and they take care of it. Okay, but did you read the 32%? Oh, no, I didn't see that, SoCal. Well, how about you go get your own goddamn credit card with maybe like a 0 APR in the beginning for like 6 months to knock that shit out? I mean, in 6 months, you guys can make some pretty good change, can't you? In 6 months? 32%? Damn it. I don't think anybody's making any Prime videos showing a 32% APR rate. I could be wrong. Net prior week balance forward interest from settlements this week, negative 526. Total revenue from settlement. This I shouldn't say full. My apologies. This person grossed for the whole week $2,100. Reimbursement from settlement, $127. Deductions from settlement. God damn. Total deductions from settlement, $2,032. See, anything that's got a negative, they're taking. Anything that don't, they're giving, right? So they're giving you 2144. They're giving you, it looks like 127. Now they're going to take away $2,032. Net charge from settlement, they're taking another $1,905. Net tire recon or something, the $20.57 payment or some shit. Settlement gross due to owner operator, you get a negative check of $308. Hell yeah, sign me the fuck up. Where do I sign up? I just need to know, where can I sign the fuck up? They'll give me a look, guys, they'll give me a brand new truck. You guys ain't hearing me. They're gonna give me a brand new truck to drive around for free. I mean, I said for free. They're giving me a brand new truck to drive around so I can show it to my family. I get on social media and show you motherfuckers that I'm fucking successful. I'm doing it. Look at my brand new truck. I can go get that motherfucker wrapped. Can you guys go get it wrapped? Can you guys get a brand new truck for 0 down payment like me? No. Sucker, I can. You can't make this ignorant ass shit up, man. Can't even make this shit up. Oh, it's got a date on this bitch? Wasn't even new. It was 2019. Is there a date on this motherfucking thing? I don't remember seeing no date on this shit. Did I missed the date? Let me look. It says date up here, but there's no date. Yeah, man. All that. So who the fuck knew that they charge you 32% interest? Where do you get that shit from? Hey, SoCal, we'll give you a brand new truck. Hell yeah. You want it wrapped? Yeah, hell yeah, I want it wrapped. Hey, Bill, he wants it wrapped. Don't forget to put that 32%. Yeah, no problem, Charles. What else you want? You want some shiny chrome on that shit? Hell yeah. Write that down too. Oh, you want your name on the truck? Yeah, I want everybody to know it's my shit. Write that down there, Bob. Remember, 32%. Oh, you looked at the truck number. Truck number started with a 696 is Freightliner and 9 is 2019. See, I didn't know none of that shit. I may have made this mistakes, but I ain't never made a mistake going with Prime. Everything else is success after that. Hey, Chasen, fucking 32% interest. These people are batshit crazy. You know, it's one thing you motherfuckers are excited about a fucking truck and a new truck at that. But you know what I never hear from these drivers? How excited they are about their check. You guys notice that shit? What up, James? I always hear how excited they are about the new trucks and the 0% to get into the motherfucker, but I never hear lease guys talk about how excited they are about their paychecks. Don't trip. I got more settlements. Well, you're half-ass right. It was the date on this is 2022, bro. 2022. So if he does have a 19, that means that bitch is like 3 years old or something. I don't know, but it's 2022 on this one. So, SoCal, you just don't understand. We make the money though. We make the money. Look at my settlement, SoCal. All right, let's look at it. Miles, $1.20. Is that $1.02 or $1.20? I'm gonna give you a benefit of doubt and say that shit says $1.20. But I can tell you one thing: some people are ignorant as a motherfucker, man. Because the reality is, if I cover this up, it's $1.02. Either way, I don't give a fuck if it's $1.02 or $1.20. Fuck that rate altogether, regardless which one of it. Don't even correct me. I don't even give a fuck. $1.02, $1.20, it's all fucked up. So, so then we have 23,708. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Oh, that's accumulated. There you go. Actual. So this is for the week. So you did 823 miles, and then your revenue is like 1,800. Okay, I see. This is for the week, right here, and this is total for the year or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, but understand something, guys. This is back in March, so he's only been running for 3 months or something. So your revenue miles is $2.24. No, that's the date of the settlement. It was a used 2019 lease for 6 months. Only did it to try it out. I knew I wasn't gonna stay there because. Wait a minute, New Age. Is this your settlement? Is this who emailed me the settlement? Is this yours? So the whole check on this one is 218. Okay, this is New Age's stuff. See, I wouldn't even put it out there, man. I was, but they know who it is now. $218. Well, New Age, shit. Why don't you get up here and you explain this shit to us? God dang it! I put the link up. $218, right? Net amount due. So your average is $1.79 a mile. Total deductions from truck $2,032. Bro, I'm good now. I got my own now. I'm happy to hear that, bro. You learned a lesson. What up, Trucker Mark? So total deductions for the week that I see here is $2,032. So let me ask you guys something. What is your average? And don't float some fucking numbers or some bullshit. Be straight up. What up, Jeff? Atlanta. So, what up, Shamarcus? He says, they don't charge you 32% interest. They are paying you the 32% for the money they're holding. Oh, okay. I appreciate that clear up. If you look at this shit, this shit is hard as hell to read, but let me see. New Age. Are they charging 32% interest, or put in the comments, help us out with this shit. So let's see. Current tire balance is $1,514. Down here it says settlement $20. Prior tire is $3,764. Carryover warranty. It looks like they're charging for the warranty. $6,889 for the warranty they're charging. I mean, I'm just telling you, for just a guy like me, how I read this shit. New Age says, yeah, 32%, not the whole 30%. It was interest, so they paid me. All right. Appreciate you prime drivers help me out read the settlement, but the reality is you guys should get some settlements that you don't need fucking help reading, because this shit is just crazy. Like you run your ass off, like you got to get a 13-page settlement to figure out how much money you made. So I take it this is the deductions breakdown. So this is the license permits, $40, fixed cost. Says current balance here, $892 about something. Truck payment is $1,024 for a used truck. Remember, this is for a used truck. New Age says, I'm not going to explain it. I want to see you guys how fucking confusing it was. Hell yeah. Shamarcus, why don't you jump on this motherfucker and let's read this shit together? Shamarcus says, he was also 500 negative from last week. I don't think anybody that works should be negative of anything, man. But I'm just showing you guys the settlement, and then we're going to get to some other stuff. I told New Age I'd go through it, but fucking when I got it, I'm like, what the fuck is all this shit? Like, this is a whole shit show altogether, bro. Trying to figure, like, I've never, like, these are all deductions, people. Like, pages of damn deductions. Like, this shit is crazy as hell. So now, I mean, I do understand this. Total deductions from truck, $2,032. I understand that just fine. Let's go to the next page. Here we are. Working cash. What the fuck does working? Now, you guys don't have to tell me, but when I'm reading this motherfucker, like, what the fuck is working cash? So your year to date is $3,500, and this is like in March. So it's not too good. Cash fund for tires. I mean, you guys are reading what the fuck I'm reading. I think I just got my completion bonus in the mail, but it's still at my dad's house. Gotta wait to see it. I mean, you guys know more of this shit than I do, goddammit. Atlanta says cash advances. Is that what that shit is? Cash advance? Working cash is an advance? Total current operation fund. Fun? Why is it FUN? Fun. Operation fun. Does there need to be a D on the back of this thing or something? Yeah, I know it's been almost 3 years, bro. This is back in 2022. I appreciate you sharing it out too. And I want to tell you guys this. If you guys have any settlements you guys want me to get on my stream and good or bad. Look, this ain't a negative channel, right? Good or bad. Good or bad. If you guys got some bomb ass fucking lease fucking settlements, you know, not just one, you know, send me at least 2 back to back, I'll fuck with it. What up, brother?
What's up, my guy?
Shit, just trying to figure this shit out.
Go back to
this
the
shit
beginning.
Is so difficult to
go back to that first page. I hit.
Yeah. All right, this is the first page.
All right, so basically, Buddy ran. What did I say? 2,000. He ran 8. I can't see the numbers on the screen on my phone. Let me look at my other phone.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn your mic up too. So there we go.
All right, so Buddy made $2,144 for 800 miles. But you know, this settlement is way back in 2022.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that probably no.
But
it's always good to find history how it was during the good times.
Okay. So basically, what he's saying is, okay, so he ran 820.
He did $2. He probably did about $2.60 a mile, 70 cents a mile.
Right, correct.
Average.
All right. So the next section, go down. Just is where they give you all your credit, so you don't have to pay for the washouts, the trailer washouts. This is where they give all that stuff back to you. So this is the reimbursement section.
Right here.
So all your washouts, receipts, all of. Like if you pick up a trailer and you fuel that trailer and they have no fuel in it when you pick it up, the money that you spent on fuel, they credit all that stuff back to you right here in that settlement where it says reimbursements.
So right here it says reefer fuel.
Yeah. So that's what that section is. Now the bottom section is your deductions. Uh, look like he regular lease, so he paying $70 for the APU. Accounting service, so that means he's going through what's that, Abacus. So that's the Abacus account service fee. Tolls, fuel card, and taxes, all the little bullshit. So yeah,
Image
that's just all
trips.
the yeah.
What's $5 for image trips?
That's for being able to scan your documents in. All that's just like little pimping ass fees they taking out. And they charge you for your fuel card $1. So that's what that dollar was when it said fuel card. Go
Yeah,
back
that's
one.
crazy shit.
Go back one. There should be a page after that that got the fuel, all your fuel deductions and stuff on it.
Well, it might be a little bit out of order.
Yeah, they're a little out of order. Skip that page though. We'll go back to that one. Skip that one too. Skip that one. Well, nah, okay. That page right there is all your fuel. So if you
This
see,
one?
the one you just was at, that's all your other deductions. Your fuel.
Oh yeah, there's that $2,032 right there.
So yeah, so that's all your deductions. So Buddy made, I can't remember, but he made 21. They gave him 150. Whoop de whoop. But he was negative. He's still gonna be negative because he got more in expenses than he do. Hold on, let me cut my camera off real quick.
All right. Yeah, because they can't see you right now anyway, because I got it on the big screen.
Okay.
Jason says, Shamarcus, about how much time do you take off per year? 2 months?
Shit, well, right now I be off. I barely run. Only thing I do, they make me run. Just to keep my contract, they make me run every 60 days. So I have to take a load every 60 days now. We're
You're
really
a Prime driver over at Prime.
Am I?
Tell people about yourself if you're a Prime driver.
Well, I got a fleet at Prime. 4 trucks, 3 paid off trucks. That's just basically it.
You're the one that was on my stream the last time, that one time.
All right, so yeah, that's the deductions right there. Like all your fuel, your reefer fuel.
Let's break it down. Line 1 is license and permits.
Yeah, that's so license and permits. Yeah, how much that is?
Cost $40. $40. I could take it, I guess.
Yeah, so that's
$42 for fixed cost. $1,024 for a truck payment.
Deferred fixed costs. What would that? He must have got something, a truck payment deferred. So like sometimes if you go to like the classes, like the ACE2 classes or whatever, and you don't, while you in classes, they give you the option of not having to pay that truck note that week, but you still have to pay that truck note. They just spread it out over a year's time, or I think it's a year. It might be a little longer, but so that's what that is when it says deferred truck payment. So he, at some point, he chose not to pay the truck note that week, and they just spreaded it out over a period of time. And then the next one is the truck payment. So that's how much he's actually paying a week for that truck. What's that say? 1,000.
$52,000 a year.
Yeah. And
man, $52,000 a year for a used truck. That's crazy, bro.
Well, was it used then? That's like I said, this is 2022.
Yeah. It was a 2019 truck, and the settlement's 2022.
Yeah, so yeah.
He's in here. He said it's a 6-month lease or some shit.
Oh yeah, so he got a short lease. So he was just finishing off paying off that truck so Pedigree can sell it.
He left like 3 years ago.
Yeah. So basically what he was saying is he got a short lease. So the term on this lease was only 6 months. So that they only keep the trucks on the contract for 3 years. So if you come in, like it could be 4 or 5 other drivers in that truck before you, when you come in, all you doing is completing the rest of that 3 years. So that's what he did. So he had 6 months left. So he just paid that truck off for them so they can go sell it through Pedigree, basically.
Wait, I mean, they own Pedigree. They ain't got to sell to Pedigree. They just throw it over there and that's it. But see, Prime don't own any trucks.
No, they don't. Success.
Yeah, Success is which is their company. I mean, they own it, but it's not under Prime. Prime's the carrier.
Yeah,
Success owns
the lien holder is Success / Bank of America. So that's what's on all this right here.
Success is Bank of America.
Yeah, they go through Success, Bank of America. They have it on titles. All this stuff is just your year to date and term of the lease extended. However long you done had the truck. That's what LTD is, lease to date. So that's all your numbers over.
Look how crazy this shit is. If you don't work here and you don't understand all this shit is crazy as hell, bro. From a brand new person straight out the box. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, but that's just
a truck and you get a settlement look like this.
Accounting stuff though. That's so you don't have to keep up with the accounting. It's all that stuff breaks down. It tells you exactly how much. If I wanted to know how much fuel I done bought, all I had to go down there to the line. I could say how much DEF I done bought. Everything is right there. So that first section is weekly, what you did this week. The second section is year to date, so that's for the whole year. And then that third section is the total time.
So let's make up some numbers for a second. Let's say a guy grossed $3,000. With all these deductions, he's negative $500. When it's tax time, he's getting hit for that $3,000, right?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
A driver, let's say he grosses $3,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then with all the deductions, he's negative $500. Let's say, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's reported on his taxes? He's paying taxes on $3,000.
No, he's gonna be negative $5, ain't it? Because all these are deductions. So you only pay taxes on income.
No, I know how taxes work. I'm saying how does because at the end of the year, Prime's going to give you a 1099.
Correct.
Now I know I've been in business for over 20 years, so I know exactly about taxes. I know all this shit, right?
Correct.
But that doesn't mean that's how Prime moves. So my question
no, that's this is all your tax stuff here. So all you would do is take these papers at the back right here, these itemized tax stuff, and it got all your deductions on it right there. So
no, I get that part. The part I'm trying to understand is on a 1099, if you gross $3,000 but your check was negative $500, what is Prime going to report on the 1099? Your $3,000 gross or your negative $500?
They're gonna report the whole amount, that $3,000, because that's it. That was your net income or your gross income. I mean, so they're gonna report that whole $3,000. Now, when you do your taxes, of course, that's when they're gonna come in and deduct the fuel and.
You need a bookkeeper first. You can't give this person. I mean, if this is a settlement, confusing this motherfucker, bro, and then you got like 200 of them or more.
Go back to that first page.
You can't just I know it's all added up on one page, I'm sure, but even then, you have to have all that shit added up. Even if it's broke down at the end of the year, it's got to be broken down for your tax person. Otherwise, you need a bookkeeper.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically, yeah.
Jason says, "What's the shortest lease purchase option they have if someone wanted the title the fastest to any age truck?"
Lease purchase. The shortest is a 2-year lease purchase with Pedigree, but if you just talk about standard lease, this is just a standard lease truck. So he just paying this truck off, and Prime is gonna keep the title for this truck. So this is a standard lease. It's not a lease purchase. So the standard lease, the shortest lease, you can get a 3-month lease. Just however much time left on that truck before the contract over with. So if you can find one for a year, if you can find one for 3 months or 6 months like he did, I mean, I don't think there's just an actual number. Just
And here's a whole page of deductions. A whole page.
right, but you know, some of them places don't apply for that settlement though. So if you look at that first column, some of them places are empty because they didn't. It doesn't apply. So for
They
the
even
week,
have a Merry Christmas deduction.
yeah, they gave him some money. That's then you probably in the revenue. They gave him money, so they recorded the money that they gave him for Christmas, a Christmas bonus. So
What up,
all is not.
Jason? I'm listening, bro. What do you say? So Marcus, go ahead, bro.
So yeah, so all of it is not
So what's
deduction.
up?
That's your revenue too.
What up, Jason? And here's a rent payment.
Yeah, that's what they. That's for your truck. That's why I told them. I said they called your truck a rent, so it's no secret what they doing. That's your truck note rent. So you written the truck for them.
But what about back here? It said a truck payment. I think his truck broke down and he borrowed a truck.
No, it's on the rent on the back. Now it say truck
It's
payment
right
in the
here. It
front.
says truck payment right here.
Yeah, it say truck payment for on that part, but on your tax part on the back part it say it's labeled on the rent payment.
Well, it's a different amount of money though.
How much it say?
Here it's higher. It's 1116.
That's how much it was in the front one.
No, it's 1,000 something. 1,024.
But you know he got to add that other money he paying for
The
the
truck
for
payment,
that.
1,024.
Now add the one above that. What did that come up to? Because that's truck payment too. When he deferred
1,046.
1,046.
Yep.
What's that amount above that? Where he deferred the payment?
That's what I said. Deferred the payment is $22. If you add that with 1,024 on his truck payment, that's $1,046.
And then, well, yeah, I don't know why it's different there, but they it's the same. That's what that is though. Their rent payment is your truck note. So I don't know why it's different on the front and back for the week.
And right here, it's 1116 for the truck.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if they got the APU included in that or what, but yeah, I don't know why that's different. I can't answer that.
Here's the thing, right? If you're gonna rent something, they shouldn't be charging you for the microwave and the goddamn APU and all that if it's a rental truck. What up, Green?
What's good?
Not too much. We're gonna have to turn your YouTube off because it's gonna echo.
I just did.
Yeah, so 1,024 in the first, and now New Age. Help me out, bro. Did you have to rent a truck because your truck is broken down or something? You'll get lost in the sauce with this bitch, man. So he's negative $308 on this one.
But go back to that one that we skipped over.
Which one?
The one I told you it was out of order. Go back a couple of slides for it.
So that would be this one, right?
No.
So here's New Age. He says they'll give you the option to rent another one on top of your original. See, there you go. So his truck was in the shop, and he rented the truck.
But they don't charge you for both trucks. So you're either gonna pay for the truck. You got it. You just paying for one truck. They not charging you for both of them. I think it's before this one. One more. Damn, one more. Yeah, that's it. So this is what he got. This is his. I'm trying to see if I can turn my phone so I can read.
Yeah, so he's negative 526 on this one, then he's negative $300 on this one.
Yeah, so that 5 at the top was what the carryover balance from the week before, right? Then all these.
Damn, so he was negative 2 weeks in a row then.
Right. So he was negative, whatever that was at the top. That 32% interest is what they holding, what they paying off the money that they holding. So I don't know if he got. Well, when you was talking about the tire funds and all that stuff, in the tire funds and the tire funds and the what they that little $1,500 that they escrow. I can't think of what they call it right now,
Yeah.
but it's any money like if you had an e fund, whatever that amount is, every week they pay you that 0.3 whatever percent interest on the money that they have for you. So that's what that is. So it only came to like what 40 some cent, 30 some cent. I can't see the number, but that was
45
actually
cents.
that was actually money that they paying you.
It costs them more than
But
25 cents to use the ink to put on the piece of paper.
and then with the rule, you got all of that, and then if your if your if your revenue is lower than your expenses, you're gonna get a negative check.
All right, explain this to me real quick. This warranty, $6,889. Carryover warranty. I mean, you're renting the vehicle. Why are you paying for a warranty?
You're not. That's what you have available. That's the money that was. So if you was so the other drivers that left that truck, the money that they paid into that fund is still there. So that truck retained the money that the other people had. So that's
So they charge for a warranty from the other people then.
not. It's not a warranty. I mean, it says warranty, but it's just like a that's your that.
So if I had to go to court, check this out, Sir Marcus. If I had to go to court, right?
Yeah.
And I'd take let's say I'm the owner of Prime. I had to go to court with this bullshit, right? With a driver that didn't pay me or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And I showed a judge carryover warranty, and I said, "Yeah, Your Honor, it says warranty, but what it really is, they're gonna laugh at my ass and tell me to get the fuck on."
No, they're not going to even take your case because you signed up. You signed that paper to begin with. That contract is about 40 pages long. Every one of them items that you was complaining about, you have to put your signature next to each one of them. So
I don't
when
think the
you
judge
sign that
like
paper,
me. He says he would do the opposite of what I asked. He would keep me in these low paying short hauls that were as heavy as fuck. Jason, you can talk, my dude. He says it's easier to get more trucks once you have paid one. Goddamn.
Oh, now I'm responding to somebody in the comments.
Paid one off. Oh. So what do you see on this, Green and Jason? I mean, so here you got to carry. Somebody had to pay for a warranty $6,800. I thought it came with the truck, but here somebody paid $6,800.
no, that's that. That's have you ever heard them say that they got back a what they call it, that bonus, that completion bonus.
Completion.
That's what that is. That'll be the completion bonus for that truck. So
why wouldn't you? But here's the thing, though, bro. Right? This is the part that pisses me off of these carriers. If that's what it is, that's what they have to type over the fucking money, bro. Not a carryover warranty.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Because what happens now is we can all sit back at the table and assume what $6,889 is.
Yeah.
But facts is always what we read, right? Facts. Facts says it's a carryover warranty. Now, the only one that can answer this, truthfully, is New Age.
Right. Right.
These negative checks every week. This shit sucks.
But here's the caveat to this check. So he only ran 800 miles. He ran 2 days that week. Actually, you can go to that first page and you can see exactly how many days that truck was ran that week.
New Age, I got your attention. But here's the thing, right? However people run, he just said the dispatcher hated him. And the dispatcher kept getting him all these little short runs and, not running them. Well, I got his attention really quick, New Age. Carryover warranty, $6,889.73. What is this? I mean, I can read. I'm not ignorant. It looks like someone paid for a warranty. Yeah, they kept telling me there wasn't anything. What the fuck you mean? What do you mean there wasn't anything? I
think it's all the same money, no matter who the driver is.
Yeah.
Is it for a warranty? Or is it for lease completion? I mean, with all these damn pages and pages on pages of fucking right on point with everything they're fucking doing right here, they fuck up on the lease completion part of it and put warranty? And they're charging you mileage? $45 for mileage?
Yeah, it goes back to what I said. Whoever controls your money, you know what I mean, is the one who can make you or break you. And when you sign up, when you sign up for these agreements and you got 40 pages, basically what you're doing is you're promising to pay all this stuff. And what people have in their mind is what Dude said earlier. He said, I got my dream truck. And that's all they're thinking. They don't understand that it's a business and that, these guys, the company, whatever company you put in there, they're a business and they're trying to make money too. And all these guys want to do is just drive their truck. Hell, that's all I want to do. Give me my, the truck that I want, But I want to talk to Chase and Andrew Jackson real quick, man, but I'll wait my turn.
Yeah.
Go back a page.
Let's see. Right here?
A little bit further. A little bit further. A little bit further. It's a lot of pages.
Right.
All this stuff right here, and this will probably ruffle feathers. This is how I feel about the unions. It's because the unions do the same thing. They take your money and then they spend it on what they feel is right for you. And then people, start waving the flag saying, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. And it's like, really all they're doing is taking care of the money for you. You either going to take care of your money or, because that's what I told this one dude. I said, hey, bro, we had an argument he was a union cat. I said, hey, bro, you need somebody to hold your hand and spend the money for you.
I remember when going through that dumbass shit. Yeah, man. And here's the thing, right? This is what I was talking about, Hirschbach and their 10 cents a mile. That's your money. That's your 10 cents they take out of the check. But then when Trip Billion or whatever went to go get a tire, they want to tell him with his 10 cents a mile what tire he's allowed to put on a truck he's supposed to be buying. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that shit makes sense to me. If someone's buying a truck for me and I'm taking 10 cents a mile out, I ain't controlling his 10 cents a mile. He can blow it on whatever the fuck he wants on the truck and buy any tire he wants. And if he's buying the truck, that's all on him. You know what I'm saying? This is where lawsuits happen. This is where the lawsuits happen in California. You can't take someone's money, tell them they're buying a truck, tell them they're all independent, but then tell them everything like they're an employee. Okay, what I missed? Muhammad did a $6,000 truck payment. Damn, Muhammad, that's almost $6,000 a month for a truck payment. But so here's the crazy thing. Once we get through this, I have a special video for you guys. You guys always hear when I talk about TikTok and these fucking fools on TikTok. Well, I got a video this time. But really quick, Green, I appreciate you waiting. What do you want to tell old Chasen?
So what's up?
Green, you there? Okay.
That's what.
But
what are you doing?
Yeah, this This shit is crazy as hell, man. Trying to understand all this shit.
You wait.
Hey, so Cal, they got the itemized part on their settlement.
Yeah,
Go down to the miles,
right here.
the total
Oh,
miles.
miles. Okay. Oh, we lost green. Would it be? It'd be this one, I think, right? This is actual mile revenue from primes is $1.58.
Yeah, there you go, right there at the top. That year to date, is that loaded and empty miles, or just loaded? Shamarcus?
All of
They got
All of
loaded and empty, and then they do an average.
all
Okay,
of
so that's loaded and empty.
So
Yeah.
how
So
many miles he ran total? 19,000.
no, that's year to date.
yeah for the year.
So that
Yeah,
is
so
loaded
19
and empty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for both.
Okay.
Remember, this is a March check, so divide that into 3.
Yeah,
That's
this a newer driver. I
Yeah.
was looking at another settlement. I just didn't know if I didn't know if it was straight loaded miles or just loaded and empty because it don't say.
No, it's all
Yeah,
miles.
no, it says it. I'll show you where it says it. Because I'm lost in the sauce when I'm trying to find this shit, but I remember I read it.
Now, because I was trying to get the rate per mile, but I couldn't. I didn't know how many empty miles it was and how many loaded miles it was.
Well, it's on here. I read it. I just don't know where
It's
to
on
find it.
It's on the first page. If you go to
That's
that
only
first
for the
page,
first week, though, ain't it?
I think this is the first page right here. Here it is. Loaded miles 823. Trip empty miles is 100.
Yeah, but that's just for the week, though.
That settlement you had was not the settlement. That's the you just got that back part. You had the itemized sheet.
Well, now he sent me the whole settlement. The problem is it was 29 pages.
Oh yeah, it's long. That motherfucker long now.
I didn't know what was going on. Shit, I was like, what part of what the settlement at? 29 pages.
Hey, bro. But think about this. You got 300 drivers, bro, and you got to email them fucking 30-page settlements.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
That's why they charge you $5. That's why they charge you $5 for all that ink.
Hey, Green.
They wasted.
Hey, Green, can you hear me? Green, can you hear me?
Also, Andrew, if you sent you all the pages, then those loads, the actual rate cons, what they say that they charging the customers are those last pages of that thing. So, however, whatever loads he ran,
right here. Show us where it's at.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Minimum charge, fuel surcharge, lump of deadhead, line haul.
So each one of those those things should have what Prime actually got.
Yeah, midlife they charge. Yeah. Hey, so
yeah,
where's
I
that
see on average y'all getting about 250 to 265, and then at the Prime meat, take they 72%. Y'all right at $2 a mile.
Hey, Chasen, where do you see that at? So you know what the page looks like. Where is it on mine? Because I got the whole thing.
Said the last page. I don't know if they do it on the newer settlements. Is it the last page?
That might be it right there. I can't see it. What they say? It got the customer information on it.
Poultry fresh and frozen. Mileage rate is $3.80. 1,023 miles was $38.87. Fuel surcharge, lumber charge, stop off charge, number charge, transit delay. So it says line haul, tolls, excess, and line haul. I should have another page in. I guess I don't.
Yes. So that's what they actually charge the customer. Then they take their percentage out, and once they do the percentage, whatever the percentage is, that's what's gonna make it to that first page on the revenue. So you won't. A lot of people say you don't get.
Yeah, because this is the customer. It says Cisco on top. It says Cisco.
Yes, that might be the customer. Yeah.
Oh, fuck it, man. Here's a emergency fund. Wait, the emergency fund is $3,276.
So once you pay off a truck at Prime Inc., how long can you keep it there before they make you do lease?
The total length of time is six years. So it's gonna take 3 years to pay it off. And then you got 3 years to run it before you have to remove it, either to the A side or you can have to take it off. So this year they getting rid of all the 2019. So really you got 7 years because
Yes.
what is it? No, it's 19. You got to December to have all the 19s off. So you got 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So yeah, you really got about 7 years.
What's the A side? The people with the authority?
Yeah. A side is where I was gonna go, Jason.
Man, they
So
told
Marco-
me I had to install an ELD. They ELD.
Yep. No, that's a
I
fact.
tried that a couple of years ago.
So Marco was
approved
over
us and
there.
everything.
Yeah, when Marco was over there running under their authority, right? He's like, "Hey, man, do A fleet, and I'll bring my fleet to you on A fleet." But when I did the numbers, I said, "Shit, bro, you're gonna make less money, bro." Like that didn't make no sense. But really quick before he loses signal, hey Green, you say you had a question for Justin?
Oh yeah. It's kind of on the same page, and it goes with the same theme, and Chase and Andrew. There's a company out there in Texas, and it goes by the name of Halliburton.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
My question is, Halliburton, they seem to be driving old trucks.
You talking about they day cabs, the rear day cabs?
The little red
Well,
day
no,
cabs,
they got sleepers on them, but they call for sleepers. They are, but those are the trucks they use for fracking. So it's the fracking trucks.
Okay. And my thing is this: who do you think is a bigger company, Prime or Halliburton?
Halliburton ain't really a transportation company. They more of a fracking company. They do have drivers that haul they sand, but it's limited. Right. They had drivers that haul they sand, but they work the oil. Yeah, they got trucks.
Okay, they got trucks, and all trucks break, right? Whether they're on a leaf road or they're on a highway.
Okay. Yeah, they gonna break all right.
My point in my observation, company the size of Halliburton running used tractors, whether they're off highway or on highway, they're still running them.
Yeah.
And a company that big with that size of revenue coming in, I would think that they would have more than enough money to replace their fleet.
Oh no, Halliburton ain't replacing no trucks. They gonna run them old trucks till the wheels fall off, and the wheels don't fall off on them either.
I wonder why.
Yeah, they go, man. If I had to take a guess how old them day cabs are, them day cabs was out there the first day I came to the oil field in 2007. Them probably some 2012s. I bet it's all deleted. They got to be deleted because shoot, they idle the trucks. They idle them trucks 24 hours a day. They ain't got no emissions on that.
As my whole point is that you got a company the size of Halliburton that is, you know what I mean? They know the formula. They know you work that truck till the wheels fall off. But for some reason, we got this idea, this Prime Inc. video that we're watching or that we're going through right now, right? And it's like for some reason, people think that the only way is with the new truck, and it's not. It's the other way around.
You know, Halliburton is way bigger than Prime Inc. too. Halliburton is on the stock market.
Yes.
And here's the crazy thing too, Justin.
Yes.
And I told everybody this, right? I remember my dad, but like back in the days, right, when I was a kid, and my dad's working with this company. They fixed the trucks. They hated going and buying a brand new truck.
Yes.
I mean, they replaced the whole cab on my dad's fucking Peterbilt. The whole cab. Yes. Something cracked. They took that shit to Peterbilt, put a whole cab on that bitch.
Yes.
A whole cab, bro.
See, Halliburton, they got their own mechanics.
No, they sent it to Peterbilt and did it.
No, I
But
mean
the whole
he's
thing,
Halliburton.
saying Halliburton. He's saying
yeah.
Halliburton has their
Oh
own.
yeah, you have
Yeah,
to out there.
I,
But the
I'm,
whole
I'm,
thing,
I'm
bro. But the whole thing back in the, like
yes,
companies always kept their shit and fixed it.
yeah, yes,
And why?
yes.
Because number one, it costs a lot of money to put a truck on the road. You got to put the insurance, you got to put the plates, you got to do all this other shit on it. Just even look at it to put it on the road. And
Yeah.
then your used equipment that you had for 10 years, you know everything about it. You go get a brand new one, it can have all kinds of bugs and keep you in the shop.
That's right.
But
I
a
just
company
noticed
like
that because
Prime,
the other day I was running through Texas and I seen a convoy of Halliburton trucks, those ugly little red trucks, running down the highway, carrying their equipment probably from site to site, right?
Yep, yep.
And I said, damn, look at this, man. These guys know, a company the size of Halliburton knows that true profit is running that truck till the wheels fall off.
Yeah,
Because
because they
everybody
run a direct
knows
freight
your
too.
true profit. Everybody knows your true profit is when the truck is paid off. You see the true profit.
Come on, come on,
But
come
how
but a
on.
long do
company
you want
like
that true
Prime,
profit to last? I
a
got
company
But
somebody
like
but
coming
I
up.
Prime
think
that
the difference
that
between
business model
Prime
is
and
different.
Halliburton is Prime Inc. because they got drivers in the truck going OTR. You got to think a lot of these drivers, if the truck break down more than twice, they probably gonna throw the towel in and quit. So they can't really go through the breakdowns, even though it'll put more money in their pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
But
Jason,
who's that?
we went
But who's
through
that fall back on though, bro? Who's that fall
right,
back
right,
on?
I mean,
right,
the
because
driver,
we
That's the
just went
drivers. That's the drivers that people are creating today, bro. And where's that
right? They
mindset
don't want to
coming
go
from?
through
They should not have
breakdowns,
that mindset.
right? They
right,
shouldn't.
but the other thing is, look, you just went through this dude's settlement, right? And what did you see? What you uncovered was Prime is charging that dude for everything. Prime has
Yeah,
figured out a way how to make money off of a driver. Not they're killing it. They're making money off of the rate per mile. Plus, and then we hear these stories where they take these trucks. Doesn't Prime deal with Pedigree? Isn't Pedigree one of their
that's they do.
Yeah,
Sure,
where,
that's their dealership.
that's where they
yeah,
go
where
and
they
sell a truck 90
man,
bands.
they are making money, hand everywhere. They got their hands in all the cookie jars, man.
Yeah,
But that's the name of the game. That's what I try to explain to people on here, bro. Just because you got a paid off truck, you can still write that truck off every single month. You can lease it to
Yes,
yourself. There's so
yes,
many great things you guys can do for your business, to help it grow. But nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody wants excuses why they got to have a brand new truck.
yes.
But
I'm
the
gonna show you
Prime
guys something
model is a
real
lot
quick.
different. Like Chaser was saying, the Prime model is a lot different. Like these drivers that they're putting in these trucks 4 months
brand new
ago,
first
they
CDL.
they 4 months ago they was in the warehouse or flipping burgers somewhere. So these are brand new people. They're brand new people. So with a company like those other companies you're talking about, you have to have experience to go there, right?
Yeah, 2 years.
So
So
if
here,
you if
so
you
here's
sending brand new drivers that don't know nothing about trucks, and you put them on the highway to go deliver loads, they can barely back into docks. So
check this out,
Okay,
Marcus.
okay,
Let
bro.
me get
Okay,
let me give you an example real quick, right?
yeah,
So when I was talking, it's because you couldn't just come out of a CDL school and go get a truck. You had to be what they call a swamper, right? A driver assistant, right? You had your commercial license, you had all that. You had to ride with that truck driver, and he's gonna you guys are soft right now in these companies and stuff like that being soft. Shit, go be a swamper for one of these old head dudes, man. They're gonna beat the shit out of you, verbally and shit, just to see if you're gonna make it. Make sure you're not soft. Make sure you're tough. Because the
Right.
reality is, back in those days, truckers are supposed to be tough. They ain't supposed to be fucking wimps. They ain't supposed to be bitches. You know what I'm saying? So you had to go
yeah,
through the whole situation just to be able to fucking for the, up to the driver, not to the company. The driver had to walk into the office and say, "Hey, he's ready for a truck," or "Nah, we need to fire him." Whatever that driver said is how it went down. But today, the reason why they don't do that, people say, "Hey, SoCal, why they get the new trucks if the used are so profitable?" Because they get these brand new people out of the box that shouldn't be in the truck in the first place, So they got to bulletproof their plan, right? They want the unexperienced people so they can rape them on the fucking money. I shouldn't have said that word because now I'm screwed with YouTube. Take all their money. And the best way to do that is lack of knowledge. And that's why I always tell you guys, knowledge is power, man. It's power.
Yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily arm, but I would say like, okay, so if you're running with a company like Prime, if you look at that settlement, off top, your floor is about $2,000. So if he had ran more miles than what he ran, he had already had a good rate per mile. So if he had ran more miles that week, so normal people running about 18 to 2,000 miles. He only ran 800 and made $2,000. So his floor for him to even be profitable, he was right there at the floor. So that's going to be negative no matter how you put the equation in. Because after you take all those deductions out that settlement, there's no money left. But if he had ran another 1,000 or 2 miles, now I ain't gonna say 2 miles, but
why would you have to do that though, Don? We don't have to run an extra 1,000, 2 miles when we have our own authority.
That's right.
I mean, that's your situation though. But I'm just saying for him in the situation.
Okay, Don. That's his situation, right? And real quick, at Ben Brockton, companies are structured different. We can't compare what these mega companies do. Yes, we can, because the principles always stay the same. The principles never change. Okay, companies can be structured different and all that good stuff. You got AFC, NFC, got different rules, all that nonsense, but they still do the same thing, and the principles always stay the same. Don, you just heard what SoCal just said right now. Okay, if me and you were going to war, me and you, Don and Green, we're going off to war. Okay, I've already been there. You haven't, or vice versa. You've already been there. I haven't. Whichever floats your boat, right? The best thing to do, wouldn't it be, if you've already been there, wouldn't it be for me to ask you, hey, Don, what am I expecting?
Right.
Or how do we?
And if I don't ask you that, hold up.
And that's why.
And Don,
and that's why.
Don,
you know,
if I don't
here to try to let people. See me. I don't say not one time.
No. I'm not saying
this time.
And I'm gonna tell you, Don.
He's using an example,
Hey,
Don. It's not you personally, bro. He's just using.
It's not you personally. And you know what? I should have said that from the gate. This is not attacking you. I'm just going through a scenario with you. I'm not coming against you at any ways. Right. I'm not going. What I'm doing is I'm trying to get the people in the audience to see this point. And that point is that, you know, if you've been to the war place and I haven't been there, and I don't ask you, hey man, what should I be looking for? Whose fault is that? Is it your fault or is it mine?
It's my fault.
It would be yours.
Right.
Why would it be yours?
Because I'm not seeking the experience, the knowledge I could be seeking from you.
That's right. What SoCal said, when I came into this industry, I worked for a man for 1 year. I gave him 12 months of my life. And that was the best 12 months that I could have got. College couldn't have prepared me for what I learned underneath that dude. And he didn't even know he was teaching me.
But let me ask you a question. Do you think the knowledge with everything that you did with this talking about this settlement? Because I've been trucking for 6 years now. I done heard the same stuff for the last 6 years. So when I structured my plan to combat everything that you go, the truck note too high. So okay, now the truck note paid off. Now what you got to say? Oh well, so I did mine differently. I listened to Prime is a truck farming company. They don't give a shit about you. They care about them trucks.
Yes,
that's the only thing they care about. They farm trucks. They buy new trucks. They get people to pay them off so they can sell them on the back end. You know that going into the situation.
Yes.
You know that. It's not a secret.
I know that, but a lot of people don't know that.
It's not a secret.
So check this out real quick. Let's go back on that scenario. Let's go back. Green knows you're brand new, right? So in the military, once you get all the information and knowledge and all that, what do they do to that person? Do they throw them to the pasture, or do they promote them and they keep promoting people? The more knowledge you get, the more tests you can pass, the more everything you can do what do? They promote them. They're sergeants or generals, right?
Yeah.
They keep promoting, right? And for what?
Right.
Why is there different levels in the military?
Yeah.
Because that person's going to get the nude booties, the greenhorns, the whatever you want to call them, ready for war, ready for what they got to do.
That's right.
Right.
That's
It should
right.
be like
And
it's supposed to be like that in it used to be like that in trucking.
that's right. And Don, you're 6 months in, right? And
6 years.
I'm sorry, 6 years. I apologize. You're right. Okay. So now what you're getting right now is you're getting that knowledge, and it's not secondhand, it's firsthand.
Yeah. Like now, my thing is I'm trying to transfer some of my trucks to logging. So the information that I'm consuming is more logging and seeing what they doing. Huh?
I see. I know a lot of people trying to go to logging. I got a guy ask me what kind of truck he down in Arkansas trying to get a truck for logging right now.
Yeah.
They make
So
about
that's
400
what I'm
loads,
trying
4
to
loads a day.
transition. So my plan is extending past, like I've done, like I ain't gonna say done it, but right now I'm just going through the process. So I can buy, long as I got paid off trucks, I can buy at least 3 new trucks a year if I wanted to, and they'll offset each other to the point where they don't matter. Like all that fixed cost stuff and numbers, it won't matter at that point because that 1 or 2 new trucks, they pay for all. If just like this week, I'm not working. I got a truck, my 4th truck, that I still going through the process. That driver's on home time for this week. When I got my check, I'm in the Bahamas right now. When I got my check sitting on the beach that night, I was still making $4,000 without me working.
Okay.
With that truck,
Okay.
though. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
Don.
So it's like,
Don.
it's just that was my plan, though. That's what I'm saying. Like my plan, I don't come on here telling
Right.
people what to do, what to
No,
do
no, no.
with their thing. I don't know their situation, so I can only just give you the information because I
I'm gonna
don't,
give you guys. Check this out. Let me get this video out the way. I'm gonna share with you guys. You guys are gonna have to mute because I haven't figured out how to
Okay,
get rid of the double audio.
Let me tell Don something real quick. But you see, Don, what you did was you prepared for it and you planned. Most people ain't planning and preparing for what is about to take place. You listen somewhere down the line, you listen to somebody.
Right, I did. And Chasen was one of the people I was listening to back then. I still listen to him from time to time now, but you know, so I tune in to Chasen. You know, I tune in to SoCal now. I listen. Shout out to Slime in the comments. She got a big following, big YouTube channel, Prime, about 100,000. Shout out to Slime. You know, I listen to people.
My apologies
like that,
too. Goddamn, I didn't read the whole name. I was always saying Slim. My apologies, or Slime. I didn't realize that. That's my bad. But you know, I want you guys to, and I appreciate all you guys on the panel. I just want to say that, and you guys watching, right? I want to show you the mentality. You guys always hear me when I say these goddamn TikToking, these damn TikToking. I'm bringing TikTok to YouTube. I'm gonna play this dude, right? And this is the mindset of truck drivers I see on TikTok. But really quick, everybody mute because it's gonna echo the hell out of you guys if you guys make a noise. And I'm gonna play this out, and at the end, we're all gonna talk about this shit mixed in with the Prime bullshit we just watched. So I'm gonna mute you really quick, okay, Don, so you don't echo real quick.
Before you leave, let me say something.
We're not leaving. We're
But
playing the
I got
video.
you. I got to go to a little wine tasting real quick. I'll get back at y'all a little later. I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all be breezy.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Anybody see this dude on TikTok? Listen to this shit. This is a brand new video he just put out. Here we go. Oh shit. Where's my sound at? Hang on.
This is a national emergency for the American trucking industry.
Really quick, in the chat, if you guys can hear that, put a 1 in the chat. My guys on the panel, real quick, unmute. Can you hear it or no?
Yeah, we hear it.
All right, cool. I'll play it out. So listen to this bullshit. This is the shit that I'm fighting on TikTok.
This is a national emergency for the American trucking industry. This is a message to the president. This is a message to Congress and Senate. And more importantly, if you are an American truck driver in America, please listen. We are done being polite. We are done being patient. We are done watching politicians and pencil pushing decimate an industry they know nothing about. If you haul freight in this country, this is your movement. You want truth? Here it is, raw and unfiltered. Washington has been chipping away trucking for years, regulation after regulation, mandate after mandate, paperwork written by people who can't even back up a minivan, much less a 53-foot trailer. We keep our heads down. We keep rolling. We keep America alive. But now they want to replace us. You heard what the president said. The America doesn't have the talent. That we need to bring in workers from outside our borders to do the jobs we've done for generations. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't sit right with me. Not after everything that we've been through. Not after everything we carry on our backs every damn day. Truckers, you keep this nation alive. You drove through a pandemic when the roads were empty and the country was terrified. You delivered food to empty shelves. You rolled through riots, storms, shutdowns, and regulations that would break the average man or woman.
I can't stand
And
listening to
now
this shit,
you're
but we
being
gotta
told
play it.
America needs new talent, that you aren't enough, that you can be replaced. We sleep in trucks while the world was locked inside their homes, and we never stopped. So don't tell me America lacks talent. Don't tell me truckers aren't capable. Don't tell me the solution is too important a workforce while your workforce, the American workforce, is out here breaking their backs for scraps. You say you want to make America great again.
All right, I'm done with that shit. But what do you guys think about that shit? What you guys heard?
Nah, man. I mean, he's passionate about what he feels. I can hear it in his voice, but I mean, that's just that's to me, that's a word for it. I don't know any other word, but just trying to, tickle your ears, So, but
Green
hey,
and
bro,
Chasen, is that man speaking for you guys?
nah, you don't
I
speak
don't
for
even know
me.
what are you talking about.
Nah. Hey, SoCal.
Yeah.
Johnny E says, Green, how many trucks you have? And I'm gonna answer him real quick. Johnny, I'm not offended by your question. I just want you to know. So I want to ask you a question, Johnny. Okay. When a football team wins a championship, are they still considered champions? Or are they not? That's my question to you. I'll let SoCal tell you. How many trucks, SoCal? Not do I have right now, but how many championship titles do I got? Am I like John Madden with the rings on his finger?
Yeah, where you at? Like 5, 6?
No, bro. At 10.
Yeah.
10. Yeah, 10 titles.
Where am I at? I think I'm somewhere in the
Exactly.
40 range.
You know what I mean? So
No, more than that,
John
probably
E.
60.
John E. 4P 5M whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not offended at your question, and I get it, and I understand. Some people may say, "Hey, it's not where you were at. It's not what you've done. It's where you're at today." And I understand and I recognize that, man. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. You think that general that calls the shots? Do you think he walks onto the battlefield with you all the time? Not all the time, but he will.
Here's
He
what I'm going to
will.
say. Every fisherman that learns how to fish, once he gets his plate of fish, at some point in time, he's got to go to the cabin and eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? And just for you guys watching, just so you guys know, Green is one
Man.
of my homeboys from childhood, man.
Hey,
So he
man.
ain't on here capping about nothing. What up,
Nah,
New Age?
hell nah, man. Hey, but like I said, I'm not offended. He probably genuinely wants to know, and and he has the right to know. You know what I mean? But no, I'm not offended at all.
Yeah. What up, New Age? Is your mic working?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, just coming on here to defend myself.
Oh, you don't need no defending, man. You're good, bro.
Hey, bro,
Like I
you
said,
do
I
not
appreciate
need
you
to
for
I
this.
appreciate
defend
what you
yourself.
did because people
Yeah.
people can learn from that, just like you learned, right? Now
Yeah, no,
it's
but like,
Yeah.
3 years now, and you got your own shit. You learned, right?
yeah.
And this is
I'm
not a
saying-
channel that we're not a channel to attack and destroy truck drivers. We're here to learn from one another to make everybody strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like before all that, I was driving 6 years. I was on
Yeah.
like did 3 different companies in those 6 years doing different stuff. But I
Yeah.
just went on there to try it out because I was in line to buy a truck at the time. So
All right, so
Figured
so
just-
talk
figured
to the
just go out
people.
there
You
and
say
learn.
you want to defend yourself about something. Go ahead.
no, that was it.
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
said like
that
I
didn't
knew
sound
what
like
I
you're
was
defending
doing. I knew it
yourself.
was stupid, but I really don't didn't care.
Yeah, but at the time, did you know what you know today?
I learned from that.
Exactly. Well, then you know what I mean, and you're not doomed to repeat the process, correct?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, nah, bro, it's a learning experience. You chalk it off. You know, this is the thing, man. See, everybody, not everybody, some people tend to think that just because a team doesn't win a championship, that they're all losers and all this other stuff, right? But there's always next year. And what does the team do? They learn from their mistakes so that they can become better next year, so that they can ultimately get to the playoffs. And then after the playoffs is the championship. But for some reason, some people want to look at people and say, oh, he's not doing this, or they're not doing that, or they did that, so they don't know no better. Nah, man, we all got to learn, man. All of us.
And since you guys are bringing up football, and I hate to say this because somebody was named this, but what does a team have? A coach.
Yeah, it has a
Does
coach.
the coach play the game? No. But the coach has the knowledge, right?
He has the knowledge.
And that's what this channel is. And that's what people get on my panel,
Yeah.
like Chasen and Green and you know, a lot of other people, Quick and everybody else. They get on here and tell the knowledge, right? Just like what a coach does, right? And
Yeah,
it's the same
at
thing.
any time, Chasing Andrew Jackson. I've never met you. I've only talked to you a few times right here on the YouTube. I mean, at any time, you could call me out on anything that I've said. Anything that I've said, you can say, nah, this fool don't know what he's talking about. He's blowing in the wind. He ain't saying nothing. Because he knows
let me get I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. I'm gonna give my boy his props. And I've said this before in my lives, but I'm gonna say it again. The whole reason I started YouTube is because the guy that's on this panel, Green, right here. I'm letting you guys know that right now. The whole reason why I'm on YouTube, the whole idea of me making a YouTube channel came from Green. He said I should make a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Now, so back with the dude. I'm gonna put his picture up, but we can talk because I'm not gonna turn the audio on.
Oh man, we
Right.
don't want to hear that dude again, man.
No. I'm not playing. I said I'm putting his picture up.
Okay, yeah, man.
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
that way we can
hey.
talk. That way we can talk because you know we got to talk about this shit. This is the drive. These are like on TikTok, and I keep telling you guys about TikTok. This is the shit that goes on. You get all these TikTok people like hell yeah, and this is the mentality and the mindset of a lot of drivers, bro, that we're dealing with out here.
Well, I mean, just like what New Age said, because he didn't know nothing at the time, and now he knows. This dude right here, I mean, he's obviously passionate about what he feels, yet I don't need him to go speak for me, you know. I already know what to do. And a lot of people, you know, they're on the sidelines and they want someone else to do the work. And nah, I don't want him to do the work. I do the work for myself. I already know what I need and what needs to be done.
Yep. And the crazy thing, right? So I get on this guy's TikTok because there's another guy. He wants $5 mile minimum for everybody, and if your company get $1, some bullshit, whatever, right? So this same guy did a video. He follows me on TikTok. You know, he did a video saying that everybody should get whatever, right? So I hit him up. I said, "Damn, man, I said, are you telling me right now that you're not getting it? Oh, no, I get it. I'm good. I get it. But, you know, the other guys, well, that's where you're wrong, bro. Because if you're speaking thinking the other guys, like you're good, but the other guys ain't getting it, and those guys are getting it, but they think that the next guy ain't getting it. Next thing you know, you got a whole table full of guys getting $3 a mile. So what are we speaking on here? And this
Yeah.
is the problem with this shit, bro. And just like
Yeah.
you guys all said, when you're in the military, the guys with the knowledge, they get promoted up. They're generals, they're sergeants, they're all this stuff. People that got the knowledge and experience, right? They're coaches of football teams. That's how trucking used to be. Somewhere along the
Yeah.
line, it went somewhere else, and everybody else follows the same suit.
That's
If you
right.
go, if you go get in any other company, right? You got to get the knowledge, you got to get the experience, and then they promote you up. They don't hire you straight out the bag. You don't know a motherfucking thing and make you a store manager somewhere.
No, they don't.
But they do that in trucking. You don't know shit, but here's a truck. We'll let you lease it. Here, we'll let you be a company.
Yeah.
And I only see that shit in trucking. And that's what's fucking up trucking.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at the people that don't know no better. But damn it, when you have people with the knowledge, like the sergeants, the captains, the coaches of the football teams, the CEOs, the presidents, the store managers, when you have people in front of you with the knowledge of trying to help you the right way to be successful, it's only smart to listen to the dude. Now, I
Yeah.
understand there's a whole lot of pretenders on social media that think they know what the fuck's going on. Look at old coach, right? He named himself the coach. He had all those people go over there.
Yeah.
But time will always tell the truth. Time will
That's
always
right.
tell the truth.
Yeah. That's right. I think even he came to a moment, right, where he realized that he was wrong or something, and he said, "Hey, man, I gotta stop doing this."
Yeah. I mean, it sucks, man. But look, guys, if you guys listen or don't listen, it doesn't affect my paycheck or nobody on the pound or anybody else in the comment section. You know, nobody does. I'm gonna play something that I dropped really quick. It's on my channel. Um, but speaking on championships and all that kind of stuff and all that, I want to play this really quick. It ain't that long. Again, the video's on my channel, so I want to play this really quick, and then we can keep running.
Hey, Johnny, man. He said Green, the guru of trucking. He said something about President Green. Hey, what's your definition of a guru, Johnny? Play that, man, and we'll see what he said. I want to know what his definition of a guru is, man.
All right, so
Oh
everybody mute
shoot.
up. It's only gonna take a second, man. Shit, we're all gurus. Shit, let's do it. Here we go. Well, guys, check out this video. I hope you like it. Let's run it. Check out this video, guys. Let's talk about showing the trucking life. So this is 6 years ago. I did this video. You see it? most of the enemies you have are people you once helped in life. I'm not gonna let you guys keep going through it, but the video's on there, but you get the gist of it, right? So, 6 years ago, I decided to do a video about my journey, and I shared a little bit of it. But this all goes back what Green was talking about. Every time you get a title, man, that's the championship ring.
Yeah.
And the reality is, and any successful business person can tell you guys, is the most money that you guys will make is when the truck is paid off. Very, very beginning, I tell you guys, go get a cash truck. That's why Chasen's got cash trucks. We all have cash trucks because that's when you make the most money.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Now, I vouch for that. No argument from me.
Yeah. So when you have people like when I listen to people on TikTok, right? They got their crazy ass, sad ass stories. If I was brand new, this is what I try to tell everybody. You want to help trucking? Like, tell your story, good or bad or indifferent, right? Don't hide shit. If you want to tell your story, right? But these people on TikTok, like I said, oh boy, he's not even telling his story. He wants to speak on other drivers, but he's okay. He says he just wants to speak on everybody else.
Mm.
And that's not what it needs to be, man. Like, he needs to tell his story, whatever that. I still don't know his story, but he needs to tell his story. Let everybody else on TikTok tell their story. That way, we can figure out whatever we want to figure out.
Oh yeah. Every man has to tell his own story. Pony boy. Every man has an opportunity to tell his own story.
Exactly. Johnny
I
says,
still want
big
to know.
factory tell Chasing them park trucks moving. Let me tell you something, Johnny. One man shouldn't be telling another man what to do with his business, bro.
Yeah, I can't tell Jason what to do. I'm not gonna tell Jason what to do. No.
Like how's that make Green look telling another man what he needs to be doing on that business, bro? That's out of pocket.
No, man. I ain't telling him what
unless
to do.
Unless Jason's asking.
Yeah. And he hasn't asked me for nothing. Because like I said, I've only talked to him. I'm asking him because I know he knows that market down there. And what I was asking him was only to verify what I see, my observation, and what he says and what you hear on SoCal's channel about paid off trucks. You got one of the biggest companies in the world. They're not just in the United States of America. I think they're in other countries, ain't they?
Yeah.
Halliburton.
Yeah, they're big as hell, bro.
Yeah, and yet they'll use paid off trucks and beat them to the ground, because that's where the money's at. The money is right there. Until you pay off your truck, you're paying for it, right? And I've said it before, it takes you 4 years. That guy said 3.5 years it's going to take him to pay off that truck. The next 3.5 years, he's paying himself back for the investment that he made, right? Because anywhere when you make an investment, don't you want to get paid for your investment? Then pretty much after that, it's pure profit after that. So imagine these companies that have been making profit off of a truck since 2007 through 2012. In my eyes, that's real money. And for the man that buys a truck for $10,000, look at, if I go buy a truck right now for $70,000 and I go work side by side with Chase and Andrew Jackson, and he's running his truck that he paid, well, I don't know what for, okay, am I gonna make more money just because I paid 70 grand for the truck? Is all of a sudden, is that all, I'm gonna make more money than Chasing just because I got, you see, and that's the story that keeps being repeated over and over and over again, is you got guys in brand new Prime trucks, brand new Hurricane trucks, and they're not making no money, but yet they're driving brand new trucks.
Well, you got to understand the catch at Prime Inc. too. You know, most of the drivers that's got the truck notes, after everything is all said and done, they run a whole year. The only thing they got net left wise, the net profit is only around $80,000, which is just simply a company driver in today's time. The real profit is if they pay off the truck, they can get to about $130,000, but that's going to take 3.5 years, and that's only if they gave Prime Inc. They got to pay a down payment in the very beginning. The ones that didn't pay a down payment in the beginning, they go. It's like you forever a company driver. You just stuck at the $80,000 range.
Here's the problem that I have with this lease shit. I guess some of you guys pay this shit off, all that shit, right? But here's the thing, right? Jay Ken says no notification. I know people don't get my notification. You know, the tubes hate me for whatever reason, right?
Yeah, hit that notification.
Here's the problem that I have. When you want to start a business, right? The structure doesn't change. I don't give a shit if it's a truck company, a McDonald's, a Walmart. It doesn't matter what it is. The structure is all the same, right? You first the business. After that, now you want to do projection, right? Projection numbers, right? Like what's the most I can make? What's the worst I can make? What's the average numbers? Like all that right there will tell you what kind of truck you can afford. If you don't have the money to pay cash, that right there tells you what you can afford. And looking at these numbers you guys are hollering for, if you did that, it does not say, let me go get a $4,000, $5,000 a month truck.
Yeah.
The numbers are not there to support it. Yeah, people pay the shit off, but you know, it could be a struggle or whatever the situation. I don't even give a shit. But if you do the business and you do the projected numbers, there's no fucking way in hell that it says, hey man, you can afford a $4,000 or $5,000 truck payment plus all other bills.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Yeah.
And that's the part I disagree with.
Yeah. Yeah. And Johnny, if I motivate you, man, and if that's your definition of a guru, then I accept it. But if it's anything other than that, I don't accept it, because when I speak, that's what I want to do. I want to motivate individuals to get in this because I love it. But I also want individuals to learn it and to learn it right, because I had to learn it right in order for me to be successful. So in order to repeat that process, the process of prosperity, okay, we got to get in line, bro. We all got to get in line. How come we'll go pay money, and I've never done it, for a seminar to learn something, right? But yet you're getting free knowledge right now here by people who are not just talking about what they want to do, that are talking about what they have done and that they are doing in the process right now. I mean, who do you want to listen to? You know, because when I hear somebody say, oh man, I want to buy a BMW and I'm going to do this, I ask them, have you ever owned a BMW? Hell, have you ever owned a Volkswagen?
Right.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. It takes more than just saying, hey, I want to. You know what I mean? We all want to do something. But the real truth of the matter is that we got to, you go to college. You go to college for 4 years. For what? To hopefully get a better job in life, to take care of yourself. Why do we think that we can just grab a truck and be successful in 3 months?
The craziest thing that I hear is you watch on YouTube people are in destruction of whatever the situation they're in and say, but I'm gonna go buy a truck, it's gonna be okay. Nah, bro, it's not gonna be okay. Your whole mindset's screwed up. Jay Kennedy says, and he says, "Hey, SoCal, can I ask you a question?" Go ahead, Jake Kennedy. Go ahead, ask me a question. But you must know Johnny or something, Green, because he's on your bumper, boy.
No, I asked him a question, and he feel you know what I mean.
No, but he's saying the same thing about the president. He's on your bumper, bro.
What's he say? Let me see, Johnny.
Ben says, "I only leave to learn."
Hey, Johnny,
I
get a shirt.
As a company driver, but they still tell where to fuel, so you are really not learning on hands. Yeah, that's a fact.
Hey, Johnny.
You know, I think he's trolling, but I mean, I agree with him, but I think he's trolling, though. I mean, saying the same thing over and over again, and in the community, yeah.
If he is or not, it don't matter, because what he's saying is truthful, bro, and that motivation. If you really getting motivated, if you're really getting motivated, then that's all I want to do, man.
No, that part's cool.
To do it.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I agree with the message, but like if you keep saying the same thing in the comments section, that's spamming the comment section, right?
Okay.
But it ain't that I don't disagree with nothing he says. You know what I'm saying? It's like if someone get on anything they say in this comment section, and if I'm wrong, Chasen, let me know. Or anybody else have YouTube channels. But if you got anybody in the comment section saying the same thing over and over again, to me, they're trolling the comment and spamming the comment section. I don't give a fuck if it's for me, Chasen, or anybody on the panel. So that's how I look at that shit. But
well, I'm not well versed and well rounded in the YouTube world. So if he got me, shame on me. You know what I mean? Because I live in another world. I just seen the video. I seen Chasing Andrew on the panel, and I wanted to ask him because I just rolled through Texas, and when I rolled through Texas, it caught my attention, and that's what, you know, I've heard you guys talk this over and over again, that man, paid off trucks is the way to go. And how much more of an example where you see a company that's worldwide running older trucks, and the trucks that I seen were on the freeway. They weren't off road. You know what I mean? They were moving equipment, you know, and it hit me right there. I said, man, who's bigger? Prime or Halliburton?
Yeah, Halliburton. But I gotta address this because the guy said, "Can I ask you a question, SoCal?" Right? Do you really believe Josh is pulling those $8,000 loads that he keeps posting? Here's the thing, Jay. My opinion doesn't mean shit. I can tell you either way on that, and my opinion don't mean shit because my opinion don't state facts of what he's really doing. Yeah. That's Jay Kennedy. That's where you gotta go to his channel and try to see if he tells you the truth or don't tell the truth or whatever, right?
Come on,
so
bullshitters anyway.
So if I sit back and say, "Hell no, he ain't," fuck that. I'm a hater, bro. Like, what proof do I got that he's not doing it?
Right. I think when it comes to those loads, because people don't have access to DAT, they don't. People that never used DAT before, they don't understand how those cross country long runs like that work. Like the ones that say 8,000, but it's 6 drops. It's 8,000 and it's at the top of the DAT load board and it's posted by some broker you can't even get the load from because it's either a fake load or a fake broker or something ridiculous.
Let me tell you this. My dude with the super sleeper, right? He comes to my house on the weekends with the super sleeper. And they showed me what the fuck they're doing. They're doing 200 miles for $1,400 to $1,600. They're doing $15,000 weeks.
But what about when you went to Florida and what did you get? You got 10 grand?
Yeah, one way, yep.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And just
that's
like
specialized.
That's what I was gonna say. Just like what Chasen is saying is we don't know all the facts on it, so we can't speak on what this dude's doing. I mean, if I told you what I was doing, you'd probably say that I was lying or that it ain't possible. And the truth of the matter is you're not me, and you're not willing to do what I'm willing to do.
But see, Kennedy, also another thing you got to understand, there are Lowe's paying $8,000, but
Oh
you're
yeah,
talking about Josh, so you got to think he has to gross $10,000 to take on what 25.
that's right.
So
That's right.
how much the Lowe's pay is almost irrelevant. I mean, it's
That's right.
relevant for something like a cash truck driver or somebody to get majority of the profit, but somebody with that many deductions, I mean, it's irrelevant.
I
It's just
already
company
told
driver money.
Josh. Yeah, I already told Josh he needs to go get his own shit so he
He
can
need
keep
his
all the
own
money.
truck.
But Jay Kenny, I see you got this situation with Josh, right? And I want to let you know this ain't the channel. We're gonna sit back and I'm not here to speak on Josh and assume and give my opinions. I'm not gonna gossip about Josh, bro. The best thing for you to do, Jay Kenny, is go to Josh's channel
Yeah.
and all this stuff you're saying over here. Go tell that to him and let him
Yeah.
defend, explain, or define, or whatever the answers that you're looking for, because it's not over here, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. We I don't know what. I mean, I think Josh is the dude with the Volvo, right? Is that
Yeah.
the dude with the Volvo?
Yeah, the one with the with business shut down overnight.
Yeah, I remember talking to him that night. I mean, dude said he'd been running for 11 years. I mean,
17.
okay, yeah, 17.
Yeah.
He got
And
himself
he still
in a
hasn't learned.
situation.
He still hasn't learned, and I get it.
Right. But I mean, from what I heard from him, I mean, he knows what he's got to do.
Yeah, he
It's
knows.
just
It's just
sometimes
the deductions just too high.
the deductions are too high, and that's the thing. Is I was gonna say is when we hear somebody who's talking about lease trucks, what do they always say? They usually always say, oh man, this is the truck that I wanted, or they don't look at nothing else. They're not counting the cost. And then and if they do count the cost, they're saying, I don't care, I just want this truck.
You guys see the thumbnail of this, right? So the thumbnail, the original title to this, and that's why you see the thumbnail, the new truck and that old rusty truck, because I was gonna go live and talk about new trucks versus the old shitty junky trucks and which ones are more proud. I mean, I've covered it so many times, but I was gonna get into it again. But then I forgot about the settlement. It's been in my email that the New Age sent me, like, what's it been? New Age 3 weeks ago or whatever it is. So
Yeah,
I wanted to get that out the way because I told him I'd cover it, and so I changed it up a little bit. But that's why this live is like in 3 parts. So first is that prime disgrace settlement, and then is that guy that's trying to get Trump's attention, and then the third part was where we're talking about now, new trucks and the bills that you're required with it compared to some paid off shit in the backyard. You know what I'm saying, or wherever you're getting it from. And the reality is, if you own something, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a house, a car, a semi truck. I don't care what it is. If you own something, you've done something.
Yeah.
And a lot of people on social media, right? And a lot of people on social media, they want to attack that.
Yeah. And I always remember us guys with the old raggedy trucks. We do want a new truck now. We just don't want the payments and the bills associated with it.
And the thing is, Jason, is because we see it, right? Oh, Jason's got 3 raggedy ass trucks. Okay. Define what raggedy is. I see money makers. What is raggedy to you?
Me too.
Well,
I see money makers too.
Well, I said another thing. Can you go buy them?
Right.
Well, no, because
a lot of cash.
So
that's right.
If you can't do what another man is doing, how the fuck you trying to throw shade on the dude?
They're just trying to justify their decisions.
What's that?
They're just trying to justify their decisions.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, so you remember when I had the lease truck back in 2016 from
I sure do. We were laughing our ass. Hey, Green.
Oh yeah. You remember?
When he got that motherfucker and decided he didn't want to do that shit no more. This was back in YTDA. Let me tell you something. I was the only cash guy carrier in YTDA that I can remember. Everybody else, they were preaching leasing.
It was
I was the only one that wouldn't do that shit.
Back then.
They wouldn't out and they said, SoCal, you gotta tell this. You gotta no, man. I'm me and doing mine, bro. That's what it is, man. You know. But the funny thing, Green, was when Chasen got tired of getting beat down on that truck, he started just saying, "Fuck it, man." I called him, tell him come get it, but until they come get it, I'm gonna use this motherfucker. And he was going to grocery stores. He was driving that shit around like a car, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, they repoed that truck up out of my driveway. What was it? The day before 4th of July, they came all the way from Indianapolis to my house. There were 8 of them. Knocked on the door. They said, "Hey, where the keys at?" I said, "Man,
it's like I hear shit that blows my mind, right?" The Wright brother finally came out and told his story about his lease situation. But I knew about it the whole damn time, bro. Who signs up for an 8 to 10 year lease, bro, on a used truck?
I did SoCal. Oh, no, used truck, but my lease was 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but yours a new international or some shit, whatever the fuck that was.
New international Pro Star, $274,000, and I can't believe I should have been killed for signing the.
He did it on a used Freightliner, bro.
Wow.
8 to 9. What was the payment?
Fuck, I don't fucking remember. It was high. The payments were high as fuck. Like, what was it, $4,000 a month or some shit?
Okay,
wow.
So 1,000 a week.
Yeah, the shit that I've seen, I just sit there and just shake my head. And I tried to help. No, it was that company that got bought out. You know, the company everybody was going to. What the hell's that shit called?
Got bought out.
Yeah, it was a walkaway lease company, Archer. And then they got bought out, and then you couldn't walk away no more. They're gonna hit your credit.
Was it Artur?
Who?
Artur.
I don't know the name if I hear it. No.
Trucking company?
No. This is an outside lease company. It wasn't a mega carrier. Back then, bro, everybody was grabbing those goddamn trucks.
Wash baths, Washington, or something like that.
No, it wasn't
the ones down there in Florida.
Fuck.
LTR or something? LTU? LRU?
No, it wasn't the LRM shit. Now I'm gonna have to ask. Goddamn, hang on.
Well, did you see something about when I got the truck from?
Where'd you get it from again?
Quality leasing.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep. Quality.
Wait, how long he been trucking? I thought he was brand new.
Man, I don't know. I'm just telling you what happened. He did quality lease back then. I guess you guys are on the same plan.
Truck from then all the way to now.
He's a school bus driver now. He ain't doing trucking no more.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he had that truck. He had that truck for like at least 4 years.
Yeah, he trolling us. I thought he was in a truck right now. Yeah, he a school bus driver.
Yeah,
no, that's ridiculous.
School bus. He quit trucking.
Wait, we talking about the same? Oh wait, I'm thinking you talking
the
about
Wright brother, bro.
Yeah, you talking about the Wright brother?
No, the Wright brother.
I thought you said the good brother. Yeah. The Wright brother stayed in it 4 years.
Yeah.
I thought you said the good brother threw in the towel.
No, but the Wright brother, man, like he told a story, so I can speak on it. But yeah, bro, a long ass lease. In quality, at the time, it was a walk away, but then they got bought out by somebody. I forgot who it was, and then there's no more a walk away. You lease that shit and you turn it in, you're getting hit on your credit.
I thought they just went out of business. Wow, bankruptcy.
They got bought out by Cadence, right?
I'm not sure. Shamarcus says, drop the email. You know my email has been on the bottom of the screen, right, Shamarcus? Look at the green on the screen. It's been scrolling it through the whole time. But I have to email it. I mean, I got to pull the email and fuck around. We can do that on another live. But yeah, my email's been on the bottom of the screen this whole time. But yeah, quality, man. They were getting everybody. They were killing. They were making the money off everybody. But here's the thing, people. Check this out. I don't give a fuck what truck you buy as long as you hold a title in your hand. Because you can go against these lease drivers about how great they are and all that kind of shit, but the reality is you're not going to lose your truck. If you can't afford to fix it, You can always park it, drive for somebody, and come back and continue your journey. You guys go buy a truck. It don't got to be a lease. You can go to the dealership, buy a crazy ass $300,000 truck in your name, or lease a crazy ass truck from Quality, LRM, and all these other fucking what's that other one that 404 Day went through?
Swift.
No, that stupid one in the oil field. It starts with H.
Forfeit? Oh, HET or something like that? Texas?
Yeah. What is it called?
I think it's like ACT or something like that. HTC or something.
Yeah. Or that shit.
HEC.
Right? Yeah. Like, you're making payments, and if something goes wrong, something goes bad, and you can't afford it, you lose whatever it is. You know? Why do I say in the beginning get a cash truck? Because number one, you guys are brand spanking new. You're learning. You're gonna hit your head. You're gonna break a leg. You're gonna do. Now, I'm not saying you're really gonna do it. I'm just giving examples of shit, right? But the thing you're not gonna do is lose a truck.
Man, you remember I got my truck, man. I blew the engine. I set a whole year in 2020. I didn't think that truck was ever gonna run again. Had a blown engine for a whole year.
Yeah. Speaking of trucks, man, mine will be ready. So they dropped a brand new head off. So it'll be ready probably end of the week. It'll be ready. I'll be picking it up.
The old DD15.
Yeah. Well, I'm in negotiation with the truck that's in my yard too. It's a 60 series. What year is that damn truck? It's 90 something. But what is Kenny says? A 2026 truck is a cash truck. Any truck's a cash truck. But here's the thing though. So let me ask all you guys a question. If you had $150,000, and this is for the panel too. If you have $150,000, would you pay cash for a brand new truck, or take that $150,000 and buy three $50,000 trucks to make you 3 times more money?
I definitely go for the older trucks. You go for the older trucks because
buy
one truck for $150,000. You got to make $150,000 back just to break even. Me, like when I bought my $15,000 truck, once I hit $15,000, I got 100% ROI. Everything after that was profit. Then after that, I was able to go buy another truck and rebuild the engine and the trailer and the car and the authority and no, I don't want to take that much time to try to get my money back, man. $150,000.
Yeah. Remember what I told you guys, right? You don't make the best money until the truck is paid off. Mm-hmm. Is it faster for each truck to pay off $50,000 a piece on $150,000? Or is it easier for one brand new truck to pay off $150,000?
Easier for 3.
Right. Hang on. Let me call Green. Looks like he dropped. Oh, there he is. I was about to hit you up, Green, and see what happened.
All right.
So did you hear my question, Green? If you had $150,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you pay cash for one brand new truck, or buy 3 $50,000 trucks to make you 3 incomes?
I'd buy 3 $50,000 trucks. I'd buy 3.
And again, I agree. So does Justin. But tell him why you want to do 3. Tell him.
Oh, well, exactly what you said. You could put 2 on the road, have 1 as a backup, just in case something goes wrong. Because something will go wrong. and then in the meantime, if you got 2 trucks running far, you could run 1 truck local to make money off of it. If 1 truck goes down far away, you could put that hook on the back, go get it, or you could just tow it off the road, hook up to the load, finish the load, come back, get your truck. I mean, there's a lot of different scenarios that you could do with 3 different trucks.
So Jake Kenny, I helped you guys out, right? And now you're saying, I don't know, man. I don't know if you guys are low key trolling just to be trolling for attention or what, but he says another driver driving distracted. I don't think he's driving distracted at all, Jake Kenny. I mean, some of you guys, man, you can put both hands on the steering wheel, still crash into people. You know what I'm saying? Still hit people at truck stops in their park. So, yeah, because when you first came on, Green, your camera was turned on. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there's dudes that video all the time. Hey, maybe it bothers him. I don't know. You know what I mean? He's got the right to be
I'm gonna
bothered.
tell you guys right
I'm
now.
not bothered.
I'll turn my goddamn camera on and drive down the road. Fucking, I got 20 something years, man. I don't give a fuck.
Hey.
I tell people I'm a goddamn outlaw.
What do you do when you drive down the road?
If you're talking to CB, you're distracted. If you're talking on a goddamn phone, you're distracted. If you're sitting there eating that big ass fucking pile of chips on the side of you, trying to stay awake, and that big ass fucking cup of Coke, that's distracting you. Arguing at your female, you know what I'm saying? That's distracting you.
Hey, and the other thing is this, man. I don't work for a company that has cameras and all that nonsense.
And yeah.
So
I don't know if there's that. Like I said, I don't know if there's like I see these new names, right, Green.
Yeah.
So I don't know if these motherfuckers are just trolling just to have a good time, whatever. But you know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
My dude, Apocalypse in the building. What up, Pac? Quick's on the panel. What's up,
How's my
Quick?
audio? How's my audio?
Goddamn audio. I'm about to brag about that shit. It sounds good as hell, bro.
That big radio. Nah, just kidding. What's up?
Yeah. But here's another example of somebody who's allowing somebody to tell them, you know, what they got to do. And that mindset, man, it has to be broken. That's the same thing with the ELD. Why are you allowing somebody to tell you how many hours you could drive? You go through any other, we've all heard the argument. You go any other profession, a welder, anybody, who's governing their hours? How come they get to make money all day long and we don't? How come? I don't understand that. Now, just like there's unions and there's Prime Incs and there's hurricanes, I understand that there are people that have to have that in their life. It's called structure. I get it.
So I'm gonna address this, Jay Kenny, and then I'm gonna get back on topic of what we're talking about. You know, he says it's not my accident, but I drive my Dodge Durango on the streets. I sure don't want to be ran over by a distracted driver. None of us do, bro. None of us do.
Neither do
So
I.
we can all tell some stories, right? We can all tell some stories. So yeah, none of us want that. So now back on topic, and Jay Kenny, that's all you get. But the reality is this, right? You have $150,000 cash, you buy one brand new truck, or you can take that same $150,000 and buy three $50,000 trucks. Now, is there more risk with the 3 trucks, or is there more risk with the brand new truck? So let me help you guys out in the chat.
Brand new
If
truck.
there's more risk with a used truck, put a 1. If there's more risk on that paid cash brand new truck, put in a 2. Let me see where you guys are at. And I'll let you guys on the panel. Who do we lost Green again? Jason, where's there more risk at? The used trucks or the new truck? Where's there more risk for your $150K you just spent?
Oh, you mean on the actual truck, or you mean your money?
So you're an investor, right? So every time you guys have a trucking company, you have to have an investor mindset, right? So when you have $150,000, and either you buy three $50,000, you invest in three $50,000 trucks, or which is number one, or you invest your $150,000 in a brand spanking new truck cash. Which one has more risk? The first one, or the first scenario, or second?
Well, I mean, if you're an investor, you need constant profit. You know, if the new truck break down, the profit stops. Versus the fleet. The fleet gonna keep rolling. Well, the one truck break down and the other one's still rolling, the money's still gonna come in. So the risk will be in a new truck.
Quick.
I'm
Quick.
thinking just the opposite because can you hear me? Can you hear
Yeah.
me? Audio
Yeah.
check. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
I've been in a new truck and it hasn't broke down, and I've had it for almost 4 years. So in the fuel mileage and everything else, I think there's less risk in a new truck if it's paid for. That's my opinion.
New age.
I'd say it's more risk than new, because like what Jason said.
So the reality is, as an investor, the risk is in the new truck. Yeah, you've had good luck, Quick, with your new truck, right?
Yeah.
But I've also had good luck with my used trucks. I mean, my 2016, I'm doing the engine. I chose to do the engine, and I've had that thing. It's on my channel. I think I've had that thing 3 years and had no issues with that truck in 3 years.
Yeah, same for my truck. I had one breakdown the whole time I owned it. That $15,000 flat top.
But here's where the risk comes in. It's just like what Jason said. Here's the risk. You got $150,000. So investors like banks and stuff like that want to lend you some money. They don't know shit about truck driving, but they know numbers and they know risk value, right? So you drop $150K on a new truck. What if that truck is nothing but problems?
That's the risk you got to take.
Okay.
Because it can happen.
So that one truck.
So it's more risk.
Ones I've had.
You gotta give them an example, so Cal. Say they bought that brand new Mats for us back in 2012.
No,
man, that's gonna sink you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do better than that. I'm gonna show you my brand new truck. I've showed it already previously. Where was it? Hang on.
Brand new Mats for us, sinking
so
you.
as an investor, you have 3 trucks. If one goes down, the other 2 are still making you money. You're still getting your $150,000 back, right?
Yeah.
If the new truck goes down, you're getting your money back. Comes at a halt, right? And now you got to figure out, because when you're not getting your money back, that means you're losing money. And anybody that's an investor, they're always doing a whole bunch of numbers. Shit, if I'm not making no money, interest per day on my own money coming back and all that other kind of shit. Like, they're big in this shit, right? And when I'm looking at stuff, I look like I invest stuff, right? Businesses, companies, whatever, right? Here it is right here. So I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to show it to you. Let me see. Here it is. We're going to be able to talk because I'm not going to turn the audio on. Got this truck brand new. And it said in the shop. I've had 4 brand new trucks sit in the shop for over 3 months at one time. That's a brand new truck. So you pay cash for a brand new truck, right? And now it's sitting in the shop for 3 or 4 months. What's that do to your 150? If you're paying yourself back and you're charging yourself interest and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as an investor of your own business, what does that do to your carrier business? What does that do to your business?
You missing truck notes, the bank looking for it.
It's gonna hurt it, but
if you get 3 trucks, yeah, they're used trucks, but if you know what you're doing, typically, right, it's all right. One truck goes down, the other 2 are still making you guys money. So now let's look at this situation, right? You're a carrier and you have direct contracts, right? You have a customer, right? If you have your own customer and you pay cash for a brand new truck, or the same scenario, you bought 3 trucks and you have a direct customer and you pay cash for a brand new one and it goes in the shop for 4 months, what happens to that direct customer?
oh yeah, you lost it.
So if you have 3 used trucks and the truck goes down, what happens to the direct customer?
You still got them because you can make it up with the other trucks.
So quick, you said the risk was on the used trucks, not the new trucks. Now, me explaining things to you, do you change your mind? Are you still standing on what you say?
But what I would actually do is just pocket the money and keep doing what I'm doing now. But you asked me what would I do if between a new truck and a used truck? I would do a new truck But I would
Not a used
actually,
truck, 3 used trucks.
yeah. But what I would actually do was put the money in the bank with everything else and just keep doing what I'm doing and
Yeah,
not
but
take the risk.
yeah, that's different. We're trying to teach trucking, right? We're not trying to teach how to
I
save
know.
money.
I understand.
Because
I
somebody put in the
I
comment
see.
section a cash truck's a 2026 or whatever. So
Yeah, I
so
know.
to teach people about this shit, about investing and everything else, because that's what I'm trying to teach you guys about investing, right? And the mindset. Quick, no disrespect to Quick. He's a company driver, right? So he's gonna think a little different. Me is a multiple business owner, right? I'm not gonna pay cash for one single brand new truck, knowing that this could happen to me and I can lose customers. Now, could you get a brand new truck and nothing goes wrong with it? Absolutely. Absolutely. But let's just say nothing happens to the brand new trucks, nothing happens to the used trucks. Would I still say I want a brand new truck, I'll pay cash? No. Why? Because as an investor, is it easier for 3 trucks to give me my $150K back? Or is it easier for one truck to give me my $150,000 back?
Oh,
Which way
definitely
do I get my $150K back faster?
the 3 trucks. Yeah.
Right. So the faster I can get my $150,000 back, the faster I can go invest that in some other stuff now, right?
Yeah, 3 more trucks.
Or anything else, right?
Yeah.
Whatever I want to invest my money in, right? It could be real estate, it could be a whole nother business, right?
True.
You see what I'm saying? So it just only makes sense. So how long do you want your carrier to pay back your $150,000? Oh, so Cal, I want my money back quick as hell. Okay. So one truck's not going to do it for you then. So this dude says only if all 3 are rolling with drivers in them. Okay. Even if 2 and 1's parked, Jew. 2 is better than 1. Like, explain to me how buying a brand new truck cash, $150,000 is better than buying 3 used trucks. As an investor, none of it makes sense to go buy the brand new one as an investor. Okay, let me ask you guys this. Since you guys are talking about you guys like tax write-offs. If I got 3 used trucks that I can lease, but I can buy it under my holding company and I can lease it under my carrier myself, right? Because you're the bank, right? You pay cash just like a bank would pay cash, right? So you're leasing your 3 trucks to your carrier, and your carrier, you want to charge $1,000 a week per truck to your carrier. That's $3,000 a week. Or you got the brand new one you pay cash for, and you want to lease that one to the carrier. Which one's better for you on taxes? The brand new truck or the 3 trucks?
3 trucks.
Jason?
Say it again.
People always talk about they want a tax write-off. They want a tax write-off, right?
Uh-huh.
So if I spend my $150,000 and I bought 3 $50,000 trucks, and now I'm going to lease those trucks to myself for $1,000 a week, or I get the $150,000 and I pay cash for a brand new truck and I lease that onto myself. Which one do I have better tax advantages with and stuff like that? Which way is the best way to go taxes?
I mean, they both the same. You're gonna be able to write off the trucks anyway, but with the cash trucks, you're gonna have maintenance that you can write off too. Brand new truck got the warranty, so ain't nothing gonna pretty much break. But the tax advantage is the same.
You have 3 trucks. You have 3, yeah, but they're all gonna depreciate and all that stuff. But you got 3 trucks you can write 3 payments off on, where the one new truck is only 1 payment you get to write off when you lease it to yourself. Right?
Right, but
there's no guidelines and rules that, hey, it's a brand new truck, so I'm going to charge this, and used trucks, we have to charge less because they're used trucks. There's no guidelines to the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your carrier agrees to pay is whatever it is. You can go get a $10,000 truck, pile of shit, and lease that to your carrier for $1,000 a week.
Yeah.
There's no rules
to
to
get
that shit.
TAS in Tennessee for RRP, you gotta have a lease agreement.
To do what?
To get TAS, RRP TAS, appointed TAS, I gotta have a lease agreement, even though I own the truck. Because the truck is in my name, I gotta have a lease agreement where I gotta lease the truck over to my company, CAJ, in order to get TAS. Otherwise, they won't give it to me.
Yeah, that's your state. Mine, they don't give a fuck about
A little
that
bit
shit.
different.
Oh yeah, you don't got to do none of that stuff. But you see the difference though.
Yeah.
As an investor, and lots of times when I'm on the channel, I'm speaking to you guys as an investor, not as a owner operator or a trucking company or whatever. I always try to have you guys think as an investor, because the reality is you're investing in yourself. Whatever it is you do in life, you're investing in yourself. I don't care if it's you're going to school, you're going to college, you're still investing in yourself. If you get a trucking company, you're investing in yourself. Whatever it is you're doing, you're investing in yourself for down the road. New Age says what? With what money? You only had $50K to play with.
Yeah, but Midlife Trucker had a comment before that.
If your brand new truck breaks down, you could rent a truck while it's in the shop.
It's costing you money to do that, though.
Yeah, that rent, man. Pimpski, $1,000 a week. Shoot.
So
I'm thinking in this scenario, we only have to do 150 grand to play with. So, like, what money you gonna rent that truck with?
Yeah, if you had here's the thing, Midlife. Here's what I said, right? If you had $150,000 cash, you don't spend it all on the brand new truck. Do you know what it takes to rent a fucking truck? If you guys are brand new,
3 years in business over there at Pimpski, they gonna want all them paperwork.
Yep. If you guys are brand new in business and you pay cash for a brand new truck, you can't rent a truck. Because they want to look at your business. They want to look at all kinds of stuff. Because why? They want to look at the risk factor. Well, if you're brand new in the business, you're pretty damn risky, if you ask me. I had $150,000 back in 2020 off a lottery ticket. Bought a 17 International Lone Star with a Cummins 500 for $40,000. Was down to $10,000 3 months later with that truck.
What?
I don't fucking know. Why is everyone trying to change the scenario? I don't know. Who's everybody? The guy on the bottom right sounds like Al.
No.
Who's Al?
He said AI.
Oh, AI? Yeah, I didn't see a period. Okay, safely parked. Answered how I'm handling my title. Say what? See, this is why I don't do chats too much, because I get lost. If you are trying to run a business with nothing in the bank and no credit line, then you have no business buying trucks. Midlife, do you know how many people? Now that's your opinion, right? Do you know how many people out here started a business without a credit line? Like, let's think about this. Let's break down what you just said. How many people brand new in business can go get a credit line? I'll wait.
Shit. My truck now is my first ever line of credit I opened.
Right, but what I'm saying, it just doesn't make any sense, because he says if you're trying to run a business with nothing in the bank and no credit line, then you have no business buying a truck. Now, here's the thing: people are going to have money people will have money in the bank, right? But you're definitely not going to have a credit line. So you're saying you got to have a credit line before you buy a truck, but you got to have a truck to build up the business to get the credit line. Please help me make sense of this. because to me it doesn't make any sense. Appreciate the $2, FJ. Says please show attendance, hit the like button. They don't like doing free stuff, FJ. They don't like hitting the like button. Then they aren't ready to be in business. I didn't have a credit line when I started my business. It's 20-something years now. I'm still in business, bro. What are you talking about? So you're trying to say I'm not ready to be in business? Shit, when I started, how old was I? Mario's in the building. What up, Mario? Mario, they said, so here's the scenario, right? They said,
what's going on?
If you don't have, yeah. So what's your take on it?
If you don't have money in the bank, I mean, you taking a big
No,
ass
no, I'm talking about the credit line. I agree with the money in the bank, but he said a credit line. How can you get a credit line if you never bought a truck to aid your company?
A credit line is harder to get than damn near anything else, especially if you don't have any collateral.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool to say stuff, right? But it's a whole nother thing to make it make sense. I do agree. People should have some money in the bank. But let's go back to that. You're paying $150,000 on one brand new truck, but that same thing you can pay $100,000 for 2 used trucks and keep the other 50 sitting in the bank. But the reality is, when you guys start in trucking business, right? You just started a business, and because that's my scenario. My scenario is, and I told you guys my story. When I started trucking in business, I had the money to go buy and pay cash for a brand new truck. I told you guys, I sold a house in California, and I had the money to buy a brand new Peterbilt 379. I had the money in 2004. The sales lady said, don't do it because twin turbo just came out and you're going to be in the shop a lot. They've been in the shop a lot, and it's not good being a brand new company. So I didn't. Right? So, but when I started in business, I didn't have no line of credit. How am I going to get a line of credit if I'm brand new in business? Is there, maybe I'm wrong. Is there a company, guys? Maybe I don't know this. Help me out with this, midlife. Is there a company out there, guys, that'll give you a brand spanking new trucking company a line of credit? Put in the comments. I need to know.
Shit, me too.
Midlife, we can't be. Look, midlife, we're talking about the one thing right now. Now you're trying to change the subject about, you got other trucks and drivers and all that. So tell me the name to help everybody out. Put down the company that'll give you, everybody in this chat. They're going to give all these guys, because they all want a line of credit. Please put the company down that's going to give you a line of credit with a brand new trucking company.
I can give you mine.
Yeah, put it. So your company that will give you a line of credit with a brand new trucking company?
Yeah.
And who is it?
Dakota Financial.
They'll finance your truck, but they don't give you a line of credit.
What do you mean?
I know who Dakota is. They'll finance you a truck.
Right.
But I never heard of them giving people lines of credit.
Oh.
I know who Dakota is. We're talking about lines of credit. In other words, free money.
Okay. Yeah.
You go to the bank and you got $100,000 line of credit to do whatever the fuck you want to go do with it. You still haven't given me a name, midlife. See, I'm gonna stop reading your comments, bro, because I asked you to do something for me. You can't do it. Right? I asked you what company will give you a line of credit with a brand new company. Who gives lines of credit on a brand spanking new out the gate trucking company? You said yes, but you haven't given me a name.
Because you don't have a name. So moving on.
Right. See, people like to talk about stuff, but they can't back the shit up on some stuff. I could be wrong, midlife. Here's the thing, guys. I could be wrong. There can be a company There can be a company that'll give people lines of credit. Yes, I did. Chase, you didn't read it. Well, I have Chase, and
Said
as far as I
$200,000.
know, they don't give you guys a line of credit with a brand new truck company.
There's not one national bank that'll give anybody a line of credit that ain't been in business for at least 5 years. And then you gotta show like $250,000 revenue minimum.
Because the first thing on an application to get a line of credit, guys, it says how long you been in business, how much money do you generate per month. Then when you fill all that shit out, you got to prove it sometimes. Not all the time. I don't have to prove it no more, but when you're brand new, you got to prove it at some point in time. You got to show bank statements. You got to show stuff, tax returns. But if you're brand new and you haven't got a check yet, I don't see that, midlife. They do if you have decent personal credit. You are a if you are a broke person with a 600 credit score, it ain't happening. Oh, okay, so you want to mix in your personal credit with your business credit. That's dangerous, man, when you're fucking with a line of credit. What up, DL? I can give you a credit card company if it's going to help our fellow truckers. Go ahead and give it. Share whatever you guys want to share. But now we're talking about midlife's talking about that you have to get involved with your personal credit now. So yeah, most of these guys and are you calling? Let's see. If you are a broke person with 600 credit score, so there's a lot of people on here, I'm sure, midlife that has a 600 credit score and they're not broke. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure we can find people with 600 credit scores and they're not broke. Pretty sure of that. You gotta see how you're looking, midlife. It's not looking good, brother. It's not cool. Just because you got a 600 credit score don't mean how much money you got in the bank. What up, Green?
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. Yeah, old midlife says if you got a 600 credit score, you're broke.
Ooh.
And he says that if you're we're giving that scenario still about $150,000 cash truck on a new one versus 3 used.
Mm-hmm.
He said if you don't have a fucking line of credit straight out the box as a brand new carrier, you shouldn't have bought a truck.
Wow.
But how do you do the application? How do you do the application though? How many years you been in business? 0. How much money does your business make? 0.
Yeah.
That looks good on that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to Chase. I ain't letting them run my personal credit, and I'm gonna put 0 on my whole application. Let me see if they give me a line of credit. I got Chase. I know they won't. You put zeros. Yeah. If you want to be, what do they call that shit? A grantor or whatever, of the loan or whatever. You want to mix in your personal with it. That's different.
Yes.
That's different because you as a person, you're backing up the fucking loan.
Yeah, you're guaranteeing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then if your trucking shit goes all bad, guess what? You just fucked off your personal credit.
Yes, you do.
So now if you want to go, trucking didn't work out for you, you have to fold that shit, right? Now you want to go flip houses or go do some other business adventures or go whatever. You done fucked your personal credit up now, midlife. That makes 0 sense to me, bro. A lot of banks don't like giving credit to truck companies. That's a fact. They will, but they don't like it. That's why I tell you guys, when you guys come up with a name, try to make it seem like it's not a trucking company.
Yeah.
American Express will give you business credit card with a new business if you have good personal credit. 10,000. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you're using your personal credit. It's not your. You guys are misunderstanding, man. Your trucking company is not getting the credit. You as a person is getting the credit for the trucking company.
American Express also has what's called a corporate card as well, which doesn't need your personal credit, but you have to call them, and you have to fill out a totally different application on there. A lot of people get corporate and business mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah, those are two different levels. Yeah.
Midlife, you
I've
don't
never-
get it and you don't understand, and it's okay, bro. You're gonna keep coming up with all these excuses, and I get it, bro. I get it.
I've gone to the business level, but not to the corporate level.
Let's say you guys are broke
So
as
once
hell,
you gotta-
right? Listen, check this out.
So
Let me give you guys a scenario. Since who's that talking with no fucking internet? Is that you, Quick?
the point is like a specific number, specific email address.
Well, that's Mario too.
Say what?
Not me.
Yeah, what? Go ahead.
Yeah,
What did he say? What did you say, Mario?
You broke up, Mario,
said
but
it's
yeah, you're
just-
right what you said, because I already know what you're going with it. But yeah, I understand.
There's a difference between when you go into these banks and you think of business. They're trained to get your personal credit. Period. That's why you have to go to a different side when you talk about corporate. Instead of a business loan, you need a instead of a business loan, you need a corporate line of credit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Once you reach
I
that
have
level
not.
of corporate,
Mm-hmm.
well, I was saying once you reach that level of corporate, you don't walk into a branch. You have a specific phone number and a specific email address. Somebody to take care of what you need to take care of. Damn near like a concierge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Midlife, I don't need you in your feelings, bro. Comment everything you want. I'm not here to say agree with me. I'm just saying whatever you speak on, let's back that shit up to help the drivers out here. I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. I don't know everything. I'm telling you, I don't know everything. You know, I haven't went out last week and try to get a whole line of credit or whatever. But of course, I don't have a new venture. But shit, I can go make a new venture and try it out. But the reality is, bro, I don't need you in my feelings. He says, you are right. I'll stop commenting so you can go back to asking for some ones. That's childish, Midlife. Seriously, bro. You're in your feelings, bro. Grown-ass man in your feelings.
Oh, that was mighty hoish of him.
I was asking you a simple question, bro. I didn't say you said a guy brand new out the box shouldn't go buy a truck if you don't have a line of credit. That's what the fuck you said.
Mm-hmm.
I asked, because I don't know of any, I asked, where is it your new trucking company, not you as a person. I asked you, where is it a brand new trucking company can go get a line of credit before they buy the truck?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't start that way either. It took a little bit of time to establish that to get it. That's why I trip out when I do hear people talking about that. Oh yeah, you just go start and you just go do this. I'm like, what? How? It took years to get that established. But
wait, stop the person talking. Signed a lease on a used truck for 8 years, giving credit advice. Wow, who are we talking about, Jay Kenny?
wait,
Who the hell?
the person
Who
talking
leased a
signed
truck for 8
lease
years, giving credit advice?
on the used truck for 8 years, giving credit? Oh shoot!
I don't even know who he's talking about, and I'm not even giving credit advice.
Yeah.
I was giving you guys a scenario. If you had $150,000 as an investor, that what's the best scenario for your money as an investor? Paying cash for a brand new truck, or buying 3 used trucks? So I'm not even giving credit advice, but Midlife says, just so you guys know, Midlife says if you got a brand spanking new credit trucking company, you can go to Chase right now, put 0 on your application. How long you been in business? 0. How much money you make? 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. And you can go get a whole line of credit. I didn't know Chase does that for you.
You don't even need credit to go pay cash for trucks and start working. I mean, you don't
Right,
even
but
need
he
credit
said,
because you're paying
but
cash.
he
You're
How
paying
many
said,
cash
people knew
for it.
Chase? Hey, question: How many people that say that knows Chase also has what's called the 524 rule? You can't have any more than 5 inquiries within a 24-month rolling period.
Yeah.
midlife says that's not what I said.
Okay.
Well, here's what I said, midlife. Here's what I said. Okay. I was talking about these trucks and a risk factor, trying to teach you guys about risk factors, right? As an investor. That's what I was talking about. Not credit, nothing else. You
Yep.
said that if they ain't got no money or they don't have a credit line, or it could have been and a credit line, they should not be in business buying a truck. That's what you said, bro. And I disagree with that.
Mhm.
And now I'm explaining why I disagree. Because I don't know anybody, and I could be wrong. If you guys are watching the replay, put in the comments. I mean, I can be wrong. I'm human, right? But I don't know of any banks that will give you a line. Because we're talking about a line of credit. I'm not talking about a truck loan. I'm not talking about, backing it up, with your personal credit. I'm saying a trucking company brand new out the box that I know of can't go to any bank and get a line of credit because you said they need money and a line of credit before they buy a truck.
You know what? I think what he's trying to say with line of credit, I'll say it a different way: a secondary funding source.
Yes.
Take
Look,
care of any breakdowns or anything that may happen
Yes.
that can come that
but
can float you.
here's the thing, though,
Line
Mario.
of
We can
credit is
sit
the
back.
incorrect word.
Look, Mario,
What you say?
we
Go
can
ahead.
all sit back. We can all sit back and assume and try to rescue and assume. But one thing we can do as men is read their words and exactly how they type it, and that's what it is, right?
Facts.
It's like he said Chase. Well, maybe he didn't mean Chase. Maybe he meant Bank of America.
Oh,
He
Bank
didn't
of
mean
America keep
Chase.
fucking
Maybe he
worse.
meant Wells Fargo. Come on, bro. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
sit back and fucking change this guy's whole scenario around.
No, there are some banks.
See, midlife, you keep changing the whole scenario around, bro. You keep changing the whole scenario around to try to back up your whole thing you said. If someone's starting a trucking business, ready to buy 3 trucks, hire drivers, you don't have to hire the drivers, bro. What did Chasen say? You buy 3 trucks so the rest are backups in case one breaks down. Where's the drivers in that scenario, bro? Where's the drivers at in that scenario? If you pay cash for a brand new truck, you pay cash for 3 trucks, and it's just you, the driver, that's it. The risk factor's still on the brand new truck, because once it's broke down, you're fucked. You're in the shop. If you bought 3 trucks, like Jason's got 3 trucks right now, he can park one and jump in the other truck. So you can't keep with all these scenarios, homeboy. Like, you're just not making sense. Back to my question, bro. If you start a brand new truck company, because you just said people with 600 credit scores broke. You said that too. So everybody in the comment section, if you have a 600 credit score, you're broke. According to what Midlife says, you're broke. You're a broke ass bitch. If you got a 600 credit score, you're broke.
You're just not doing money.
You guys want to say some shit, man? I mean, you never know why somebody's got a 600 credit score. What if they bought a house that costs way too much fucking money? They got 70,000 in the bank, and they're like, "Fuck this house. I paid 700,000 for it. It's worth 200,000. I'm walking. Fuck this thing. It's not a good investment no more." And you go rent a house, and you walked away, and they foreclosed on that house and dropped you down to 600. We got 70 grand in the bank because you figured that house just wasn't worth it for you no more. There are so many scenarios, to throw that on everybody, it makes 0 sense, bro. What if you made a mistake and got too much in debt, right? You got 10 car payments and all this other bullshit, all this shit going on. You got 70,000 in the bank. You're like, fuck this shit. I want to claim some bankruptcy. I want to clear my date. I want to clear the debt up. and I'm gonna take this 70 grand. I want to do some shit with it. Well, shit, a bankruptcy will put you in a 600 credit score too. Does that mean he's broke? Pony says I have a 750 score and broke. Yeah, where's the credit score to determine how much money he's got in the bank?
Oh, man.
Where is that at? That your credit score determines how much money you got in the bank? That's crazy, man. I don't know, man. It's just midlife. I appreciate your comments, bro. I really do, bro. Like, you know, but it just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well,
man.
midlife, why don't you come up on the panel and let's have an open discussion?
He's not gonna do that, bro.
Well, I mean, offer him to him if he wants. Come on
Well,
up.
the link. Anybody can come up, guys. The link is pinned on the comment. It's pinned. Anybody want to come up? Come up. If I'm wrong about something, hit the link and come tell me I'm wrong. I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm not right all the time because I can only go by my experiences.
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Yo says, I agree with SoCal. I would buy 3 trucks. Chasing Andrew Jackson actually pulled it off. I have to give that respect and congratulations to both of you on your business.
Yeah.
I'm still learning.
Yeah, because
here we go. Russell says, shit, I got a 600 credit score, but I ain't broke. I got 3 trucks. Hey, Russell, you better get rid of those fucking 3 trucks and all that money you got, bro, because midlife said you don't need to have a truck. Well, let me ask you, Russell, do you got a line of credit? I need to know. You got a line of credit? Don't tell me where, but you got a line of credit? I just need to know. He's lost, it seems. I'm not explaining well. Yeah, I don't know, man. Here's the thing, right?
Hey, but even if it is lost, come on up and you know what I mean, and speak it so we can hear you in the right manner instead of going back and forth with the keyboard. Come on up.
It's hard to explain shit sometimes in text, and here's what I tell people, right?
Come forward.
In text. In your mind, you want to say something, you put it in text. It's up to the next individual to read the text and try to determine if it's the same thing, same way you meant to text it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it can go a lot of different directions in a text, man, you know. So, and again, midlife, we're not here to attack one another, but I don't want wrong information to go out on people either, to where they really think that shit can happen. And I don't want people not buying trucks and getting in business and doing good in their life because, oh, well, midlife says I need a fucking line of credit. So I guess I better not start my business. Well, if you do that, you're never going to start your business.
Yeah. But I would say you got to have something in reserves, whether that's a credit card, whether that's cash, you got to have something, because if you break down and that thing sits in the shop for 3 weeks, you got to still pay bills. You know, if that's what he's trying to say.
No,
right.
No, that's not assume, driver. We can't assume nothing. We got to read it from what it says. A line of credit is not anything you spoke on. I agree with you, but a line of credit is a line of credit. We all know what a line of credit is. I mean, we're not dumb. We know what a line of, you go to the bank, I need a line of credit. Not I need a credit card or I need cash. I need a line of credit. Let me tell you this though, midlife. Let me give you another scenario. You pay cash for a brand new truck or you pay cash for 3 used trucks, right, midlife? And you said, if they're broke down, let me use another one of your scenarios. They're one breakdown from being out of business. I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree.
I disagree. Too. You know why I disagree, midlife? Because if you guys paid cash for a brand new truck or you bought 3 trucks, however it is you did it, you guys have titles. Titles is money. If you really had to, midlife, and you were broke busted, right, as you said, you're saying they're one breakdown from being out of business.
Yeah.
What stops them from calling up and getting a credit card real quick?
Yeah.
What if they're at Navy Federal, right? I'll give out names, right? Navy Federal, What if they're at Navy Federal with their paid off fucking truck, and they
Hey,
hit their banker up, and says, "Hey, I'm broke down. I need a loan. Here's my title to my truck."
hey, no
So
joke.
explain that one.
And
We'll get off
that
the
is
other.
leverage for a line of credit right there. You have
Hey,
to come
no,
out.
Right.
yep, no joke. When I went to go get another truck, that was the only thing they based it off of. Was I showed them 3 titles, and they said, okay, they approved it. It wasn't on credit score, it wasn't on years in business. It was those 3 titles that lady said, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. It was based on the titles. I didn't put the 3 titles up to get the loan. They just wanted to verify.
Either way, you have no truck payment either, so you don't have to worry about paying that. You can get a loan or truck. You can do whatever you got to do to save up money to fix that truck.
Yeah.
From a new truck to the 3 trucks, either way, you have no truck payment.
But here's what he says, right? I mean, we can assume and change up what he says, right? If you go into business buying trucks with nothing in the bank and no credit lines, there it is again. He's using credit lines, not credit cards, credit lines. You are a breakdown away from bankruptcy.
Yeah, no.
Bankruptcy. So everybody in the comment section, if you hold titles to your truck,
Mm-hmm.
Ain't
and
no
you have
bankruptcy.
nothing in the bank,
Yeah.
So
do you agree with Midlife says you're one breakdown away from bankruptcy? If you agree, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't agree, put a 2 in the chat.
Isn't that what he said too? Let's get back to putting 1s in the chat.
He wants that. Let's do it. And he asked
That's what
for
he
it,
said.
right?
Yeah, he did.
We're gonna do it back on his comment.
Yeah. Let's get back to putting 1s in the chat. He said. That's what I thought he said. Yep.
And I'm only doing this Midlife, so maybe I can teach you something. See, this is where lease drivers misunderstand a lot of things. See, everybody that has a title to a truck, they can if you got 3 trucks and you're broke, one's in the shop, you can sell one of the trucks. That's another benefit compared to if you have one brand new truck, because you sell that one, you're out of business, right? But when you have 3, if you really had to, you could sell a truck.
Yep.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta go do that. Just go get a 1099 job and pay that shop. Hey, you one thing I done seen drivers do: call the Russians. They will guarantee have your truck ready to go tomorrow.
Oh
shoot! You get that 1099 money quick.
And the crazy shit, chasing is, hey, you guys don't even gotta fucking go get a plane ticket. They'll do your own chasing right over the fucking phone.
Hey, look, suck out. Now, you may not know which driver this was. A driver blew his engine down the street from my house. Blew
I know who
the
it is.
engine. Look, I picked him up off the side of the road. He picked up the phone, called the Russians. They flew him from my house up to Chicago. He had the whole rebuild money in 30 days.
I know exactly who that is. Remember?
And
I
that
was on the
truck
phone with you
rolling
guys.
right now. Shoot.
Remember I was on the phone with you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
I have a truck for you.
Oh, they had a truck out right. Them Russians got trucks laying all over Chicago. You just need to make the call.
They do.
Buddy, I fly you out today.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, here's the thing, right? I'm gonna tell you guys something. A lot of motherfuckers are like, "Fuck these Russians, man. We gotta get rid of these Russians." You better not, because they're your guys a savior.
Those motherfuckers are hustling, dude. They will
Like a
hustle
motherfucker-
you everything. They just hustle for that money. They don't give a fuck how. They're getting their
I
money.
just need to get inside their corporate network.
You don't
I
speak
can
the
get inside
language.
their corporate. Hey, they can speak it for me. If I can just become a trusted individual and get inside that network, because I need to understand how in the hell they pull it, how in the hell they able to pull off what they pulling off, as far as financials go.
Bring them a case of that expensive vodka, and maybe it'll tell you something.
Yep. No, one thing about these Russians, man, they save you guys, bro. I'm gonna tell you guys something. The one company looks like shit to you guys, it's another man's fucking diamond, bro. That's straight up. Shit you guys don't like, another motherfucker will.
Hell, I was shocked when I heard of a couple people singing CR England praises. Down to this day.
Owner operator was taking CR England freight.
Yeah, no, he was a lease purchase guy.
Oh, okay.
With the whole, and he is there to this day. He's been driving for a minute.
Well, when I was running some of Swift's freight, and I was tripping out on that. I was like,
only?
man, no, it was. I loaded up my my box. In fact, it was SoCal's box.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yep, they got that too. Yep, they got brokerage. Yep.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, what the heck?
Use yours or pull theirs. Yep, all this shit.
Yeah.
So I want to help you guys on something. I didn't want to tell it. I wanted to pull it up. Here we go. Todd says, SoCal, how in the hell can you get a line of credit without personal guarantee? Man,
Gotta call the bank and ask them that question.
Here we go. No, we don't. I'm gonna show it to you. You may have to. It's not 100%. You may have to use personal credit, especially if your business is new or has a limited credit history. That's when you got to back it up. Because lenders often require a personal guarantee to assess risk, right? However, Todd, because your S Corp is a separate legal entity, right? You can build its own credit history, less on your personal credit over time. So once you build up your S Corp, whatever corporation you have, it stands on its own. Todd. There we have it. Stands on its own. It's right here. Because when you're an S corporation, the S corporation stands all by itself. It doesn't look at you as an owner. It stands on its own. An LLC, you're not separated. On an S corp and C corp, you're separated from your business. There you have it.
You're not separated on the S corp either. You're just an LLC with a 2553 form. So now the federal government recognizes your entity. But S corps and LLCs are both just pass-throughs.
Yeah. Look, guys. I'm gonna say we, because I got my team up here on the panel. I'm gonna say we are here to help you guys out. I don't give a fuck if you guys take the information and throw it in the trash or if you apply it with your life. I don't give a fuck. But and Midlife is normally, he's a cool dude, man. Don't attack Midlife. He's on my chats a lot. He's a good dude. But I try to tell you guys, sometimes you guys don't know no better. Sometimes you guys are programmed a certain way. And the thing is when you're in the chat and you're talking about something that you believe in, because that's the only thing you learned.
Right.
I'm not mad at you. I'm gonna correct it. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Am I right all the time? Fuck no, I'm not. But if I'm not, I have people that say, "Hey, SoCal, you're wrong about that," and I'm as a man come over here and say, "Hey guys, I was wrong about that," and then we all learn together.
Yeah.
But to sit back and say if you got a 600 credit score, you're broke, I think that's kind of fucked up. To say you got to have a line of credit to start your truck before you buy a truck, that makes zero sense to me. Because if you fill out the goddamn application, it's going to ask you stuff you can't answer. But when you have titles, and this is the thing you guys understand. This is why when Green says it's like a Super Bowl ring, right? When you have titles, when you have titles, that's money. That's money.
That's leverage.
Titles generate money. And it's leverage. It's money because every title you have is going to go out and make you some money. Right? So one truck making you money, you driving it yourself making money, or you got 3 more making you money, or 2 can be parked, right? Which is still helping you out because 2 of the motherfuckers parked. I don't know if you guys know this. You can write that shit off on a loss on your taxes.
That's right.
This is what blows me away when you make fun of Chase Andrew Jackson. Not nobody on my channel, of course, but you know, we hear the shit. Well, we got one person on my channel, goddamn the good brother. But
Like you said,
what you guys
nobody
don't
on your
understand
channel.
is this. Yeah, I fucked up. I forgot. I got the good brother, man. He's on my channel sometimes, goddamn it.
He don't count.
But the reality is
God.
the reality is Jason works one truck and he get in the other 2 trucks, he gets to write that as a loss on his taxes. A loss of income.
Yeah.
But you guys, any person that makes fun of Justin on that shit, apparently you don't understand about that shit.
Well, put it into perspective that they can understand. Anybody who's a truck driver driving on the highways today, you go by any major trucking company, and what do you see in their parking lot? You'll see a fleet of trucks just parked. Go by Werner, go by Prime, go by any. You'll see a gang of trucks parked, not running, because the truth of the matter is, and somebody said it here earlier, is leverage. But the another way of putting it is the law of averages. So if you got 300 trucks and 200 are running, you're still in the pause. You're still in the positive. Yeah, even though you got 100 trucks parked, and to the average individual that doesn't know averages, he's gonna think, "Oh, you got 100 trucks parked, you ain't making no money." No. Now, when you get like Carol Fulmer, and if you heard the video when the girl came on and she told you what happened with their company, they had more trucks parked than they had trucks running. That's the law of averages.
Let's look at me. My blue truck is getting engine rebuilt. I've had that thing parked for like 5 months.
Yeah.
That shit ain't hurting me.
No. Hey,
it's been
what
parked
about
for 5
what I had
months.
that?
Doesn't even faze
What about
me.
when I had that little Kenworth parked on the side of the road? I had it parked for 2 years. Remember that one? 2 years. It sat. I didn't even realize it sat for 2 years.
It is fuck.
Didn't hurt nothing at all.
But
as soon as
somebody
came up,
what Mario said is right. The titles can be leveraged too.
Yeah.
If you have the titles.
Yeah. You can get loans on the titles. You can do all kinds. I mean, the title. That's what these guys don't understand. You guys are leasing a truck and get in trouble. What do you got to fall back on? You ain't got a title, right? If you got a lease truck, now I'm not going to talk about some mega carrier bullshit where they're going to be, daddy and give you money. Let's talk about LRM or HEC Leasing or one of these kind of lease companies, right? You go get a lease truck that's not under a warranty, and that bitch goes in the shop. What do you have?
Oh shoot!
If you need to get out the shop, what can you do if you ain't got the title? You ain't got the money.
I was gonna say you got dead weight.
You're gonna give the truck back.
Well, isn't that the story we always hear?
Yeah.
Isn't that the song that keeps getting sung on repeat?
Yeah.
So does Prime have their titles? Do they own the truck, or does the bank own them and the drivers are paying the bank loan?
Well, I can speak on titles that I have. It didn't have Prime on the title. It had Success Leasing. So I don't know who the fuck owns Success Leasing. I guess I could look it up, but I don't know who owns it.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting.
Prime.
Yeah.
So they have a debt. Technically, if they don't own the trucks and a bank does, they're not debt free. So they have a debt every fucking month to pay for all that equipment.
Well, trip out quick. That's what when New Age was going through his thing. That was the common theme when they were going through his payments back in the day. Is that Prime has figured out a way to charge the driver of that truck to pay for that
Hold
truck.
up. Sorry about that, Green. Hey, I learned something. Didn't someone say that Success Leasing was owned by Bank of America?
Yep.
I didn't.
So
No,
that's who
somebody
owns the
said
trucks?
Success Leasing was owned by Bank of America, right?
Yeah, that happened earlier when we were talking about the settlements.
Well, let's look it
Prime Inc.
up.
owns it.
Success Leasing is owned by Prime Inc.
Mm.
Ooh. Ooh.
They're not
Why
making
would a
payments.
bank
the
own
They're
a
buying
Prime
stuff,
truck?
right?
the Prime
Hey.
guys. Hey, the Prime guy said that. Shamarka said it was owned by Bank of America earlier.
Hey man,
Somebody
that's
was financing for them trucks through Bank of America.
That's some cold stuff though, man. When you really that's a business
Shit,
model
no,
right there, man.
they might just buy them all outright and just charge us more, or charge the
Yeah.
drivers
No,
more.
guys, they cash these motherfuckers out. I'm sure because why? Look at their level, right? Look at the
Oh,
cash
yeah.
flow they have coming in.
Yeah.
They pay cash for these trucks, right? Because they write that shit off.
Excuse me.
And then they charge drivers.
But I thought they owned the motherfucker. And then Shamarcus, who's a Prime guy, because I never worked at Prime, Shamarcus said that Success Leasing is a fucking Bank of America. So he's at Prime. So I took his word, right? I thought I was wrong. Then I do my own homework and to find out I was right. Prime owns that shit.
Yes. Bank of America might do their financing, but no, Bank of America does not own Success Leasing. Success Leasing is a subsidiary of Prime Incorporated.
Mm.
Just like Pedigree Truck Sales is also a subsidiary of Prime Incorporated.
Their shop too is a separate entity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But do they own the equipment through Bank of America? Is everything paid for, or is
no, it's
everything
paid.
financed?
Quick, let's check this out.
I'm
Quick.
sure they paid off
I
cash.
received titles. Okay, let me help you out. Quick, I'm gonna help you out.
All right.
The 2022 that I bought, right? The 2022.
Yeah.
The Marco still owed money on that truck. He was still making lease payments to Prime, right? I sent over the cashier check, paid that shit off. They mailed me the title. I showed the title on here. And the reason why I showed the title, because I wanted to show you guys who was on the fucking title.
Exactly.
It wasn't on the title, and nor was a bank on the title. Prime was on the title. Success Leasing. Success Leasing was the lien holder and the registered owner on that title.
They were the leaseor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they write it up that way because if Marcus says fuck this truck, they can give it to somebody else.
Yep. Yep.
Without going through a whole bunch of repo bullshit.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, man. I tripped out when I got that title. And I've had the other Prime titles on the Pokemon and all that, but I didn't really pay attention. But when I forgot what the fuck we were talking about at the time, but I was like, well, shit. Then I paid attention to the title and said, goddamn, man, fucking Prime's on that bitch. The whole time this lease purchase driver was paying on the truck. He's not even on the title. See, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you go buy something, right? If you go buy a semi truck or you go buy a car, right? They create a title in your name.
Right. He wasn't the leasee.
No.
He wasn't even on the title.
No, bro. He was not on the title.
Something you're not on the title for it.
No. I sent SoCal I sent him my pink when I was done, and my name was on that title. But there was another name on top of my name that said leaseor, and that was who was it? It was Daimler, right? Daimler Trust or something like that.
But the point I was trying to make was all you guys pounding your chest in my comment section like, oh, the good brother, saying it's a lease purchase is my truck. If it's your truck, your name would be on the title.
Yes.
You might not have the title yet. You might not have the
But
title
your
yet,
name
but here's
is
how
on
this
there,
works.
right.
If you guys
But you
don't
get
know.
a title receipt though.
So what?
You know where you're gonna
I
know.
said you would get a title receipt, and your title receipt will have the title number on there.
What?
Talking about through Prime?
No, buying the truck. Knowing your name would be on the title.
Oh
Yeah, you can
No,
get
yeah,
a copy of your title. Even if a bank owns it, it'll have your name and the bank's name on it. So I had to do that with my truck, and I leased it on. They needed a copy of the title.
You guys are skipping some steps here, and you're going to confuse some of the people that don't understand.
Right.
So,
How do you know,
when you
bro?
buy,
How do you know?
so when you buy something, right? They create a title in your name. You don't get the title, but it's in your name. When you pay that vehicle off, all they do is just mail you the title they already have.
Yes.
And they sign it with the lien release on it, or give you a paper. And anytime you want to refinance it, and the finance company says, "Hey, I need to see a title," they also need a copy of the title with your name on it.
Anybody who's out there listening right now, and you're in a lease, look at your registration paper. If your name, your physical name, or your company name is not on the registration with another company as a leaseor, that truck is not yours.
We can't, but we can't always go by that either, because I got owner operators on the truck, but I put my plates on them. So if they look at the IRP plate paper, it's going to have my company on there.
That's how my truck was over, when I had a lease done. But they wanted a copy of the title, so my bank sent them the copy of the title with my name and the bank's name on it.
Exactly. You got to have your name on there, right?
But
because otherwise they're because look, let's go through this real quick. And the reason why is because they cannot contract with you if you don't own the truck.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can't contract with you. They can't legally. They'll get in trouble. Your name has to be somewhere on that, either on that registration or on that title. That truck is not yours. Wow.
So when I got the title,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Soka.
So when I got the title, when Marcus was a lease purchase at Prime, and I got that title, it had Success Leasing all over it, and his name wasn't nowhere on it. Which means is if your name is not on that paperwork, you have zero rights to that equipment, even though you're paying for it.
Wow.
And you can pay that thing down to the almost the last payment, and that company can go out of business, and you will lose your truck because you don't own it.
Yes, that is painful, man.
And you ain't getting that motherfucker either.
You're not getting it.
That's an asset to that company that they just took over. Yep, they just lost.
Wow. That's a very dangerous place to be in.
And that shit has happened to people. It has happened to people. A lot of people doing lease purchases.
Yeah, you guys got to get on your registration.
In California that work for Prime. Yeah. When they say, no, we're not doing no more, you motherfuckers in California. What? I got like 6 months left on this. No, not anymore. Bring that motherfucker back. But we'll come get it. You're fired.
You're done. Wow.
Paid over $300,000 on all the bullshit, and you finally make it through.
Yeah.
And this thing has no.
But I spoke on that. I spoke on that. Remember? I spoke on my dude, Steve. He was happy as a motherfucker at Prime when that AB5 came out, and he was at the end of his lease. They told him to bring the fucking truck back.
Yep.
Look at. All jokes aside, if you're in a lease and you're nowhere on that paperwork, you guys really need to protect yourself. I'm
not even joking. I know you say all jokes aside. I ain't joking about none of this shit.
Exactly.
This is not even a joking matter to me.
It's real, man. It's happened.
This is, oh man, you guys better make sure, because if not, you're paying into something that, wow, you will not receive anything off. They can pull it at any time, man.
What I told you guys is when your lease purchase, you're only the owner while you're making the payments, and as long as they allow you guys to make the payments. But at any time they can kick you out the fucking truck, and there ain't shit you can do about it.
You're not exactly. You're not even the owner. You're not. No wonder they could call the cops and say the truck is stolen. What the hell?
Anybody can call
Wow.
somebody, call the cops and say something got stolen.
Yeah, but if you're not okay, if a
Nah,
husband
bro.
and a wife get into a fight and somebody calls the cops, if that husband is not on the lease, what happens? They kick him out or they take him. If he's on the lease agreement for that apartment, they're gonna leave him. Hey, you're on the lease. We can't take you nowhere. We can't do anything. You gotta have your name on the piece of paper.
Well, I mean, there's other ways. If you can show, which they won't be able to, you can show you're getting mail there. That's another way. But
If Prime wasn't full of shit, they could have gave these people the opportunity to open a foreign corporation in Nevada, redid the lease, have that foreign corporation be owned by the corporation in California. Put the truck in the corporation, the foreign corporation in Nevada. But you know,
all I'm trying to tell you guys, man, is I know we did a whole 360 turnaround, back flip, front flip, the splits and everything else back on. The message I was trying to put out that if you're an investor with 150K new truck or used truck, and we're all back on this lease shit again. But I mean, it just is what it is. The facts are the facts, you know. And I'm telling you guys from personal experience. When I received the titles, a lot of you Prime people don't see titles from Prime. I've had 2 or 3 already titles from Prime, and I don't work there. So let's get that out the way. So yeah, if you're not on that title, then you don't own the truck.
Wow.
No.
Let me put it like this: if you're lease purchasing a truck and your name ain't on that title, you have 0 rights to that truck. And what happens?
Yes. Yeah, you do. You have 0 rights, man.
Here's the fucked up part about this, guys. You got Prime, like you have Prime, right? And your lease agreement. Now, I don't know what the lease agreement's under. I'd have to have somebody send me one. But let's say your lease agreement is under Prime, right? Well, let's just do it like this. Your lease agreement is Success Leasing, right? Because that's whose name's on the title. It's not Prime, it's Success Leasing, right? And let's say Success Leasing that you have a bind contract with a legal contract of that lease purchase, and let's say Success Leasing sells their business to somebody else. Then what you got? Now, it depends on the buyout and what's on there and stuff like that. If when they buy it out, they say, yeah, man, we'll continue contracts, or no, hell no, we won't, or whatever, right? It's just like if you're renting a house, right? Or you're doing a lease purchase, leasing a house or whatever the fuck, right? And the owner of the house sells the house. That guy can say, yeah, man, keep the people in there, continue with the contract, or continue with the rent, or continue whatever. Or he can say, hell no, I'm gonna get them out, right? So when that house changes ownership, guess what? Now they're evicting you. And you can sit back and say, no, I got a lease purchase on this thing. I got a owner finance contract. They sold that shit. You're out.
You did.
You're done.
At one. I think Celadon, when they went under, I don't know how many lease purchases they were doing, but there was a lot of fucking drivers that lost a lot of shit on that deal too.
Lease purchase, and where do their trucks go?
especially them quality trucks.
To the auction yard.
You can yell and scream,
Along with all
I'm
the
not
trailers.
giving my truck back. I'm not giving my truck back. But when the cop pulls you over and they got a stolen report on that truck, you can say,
Exactly.
where the fuck you want in the back of that cop car with those shiny, nice looking bracelets. People don't get it. People don't understand. People think it's a joke. People think it's a game. So, yeah, that shit's fucked up, man. So, I hope all you guys learned something today. Hopefully. That's why I get on here, to hopefully either I'll learn something, or you guys will learn something, or we both can learn something. Like I learned something today, which I already thought I was. Success is owned by Prime, which I thought that's how it went down. But when I was corrected and Bank of America supposedly owned it, I didn't argue because I don't work at Prime. You know what I'm saying? But once I Googled it, now we know. So appreciate all my members. Appreciate all my people in the panel. I'm gonna leave the panel to you three if you guys want to say something to the folks.
Don't get screwed.
You want to make money, drive a truck.
The crazy thing is, what I want to tell you guys, man, is just really be careful who you guys take advice from. Like, seriously. See, people get confused when they're taking advice. Is it the advice you're receiving, is that an opinion or is it factual? And you have to be careful. And I'm telling you guys right now, I could be wrong about some shit, right? But when I talk to guys, it's 99% from experience, right? And so that's where I'm at with that stuff. But I try my best to make sure whatever information I give you guys, it's on point, because I realize as content creators that we all are, that we hold a little bit of a responsibility. If we give you guys some bullshit ass information and you go out there and fail and get fucked up and lose your shit, that us as content creators, we're liable a little bit. Not much, because it really starts with you and ends with you. You should have been doing your own research. But, you know, we have a couple crumbs of you know, liability on it. So when it comes to money, comes to your future, your family, and all that stuff, seriously, take the information you guys get and make sure it's factual and not an opinion. That, people, I'm not gonna hold you, man. It's noon. It's motherfucking Saturday. I'm gonna go to the movies, go somewhere and take my chick out to lunch or something. I don't know. I'm gonna figure some shit out and go do some shit. I was gonna go to Vegas, but it's fucking raining, so that's put off because I ain't fucking around in the rain. So and that's where we're at with it, man. So shout out to everybody. Hit the like button, show attendance as you should, or one, as Midlife says. Put it for Midlife, guys. Do me a favor. Can everybody put in a 1 in the chat for Midlife? You guys can put a 1 in the chat for Midlife. Can we all do that real quick? Because Midlife says I'm gonna stop commenting so we can get back to the ones. Can I get some ones? I wonder if I can do it. Let me see. There's mine. I put mine in.
I'll just say one. Yeah, how's that? I can't see that. I got something to say. Hey, y'all buy some bull snot, since they delivered a pallet full of shit to my shop. Y'all buy some bull snot, that tire butter, some cleaning supplies, the lubricants, the glass cleaner, the spray wax. Y'all go out there and buy some of that bull snot. All right.
Did you just throw in a non-paid ad on my damn channel?
Well,
the hell?
Kinda.
What the fuck was that shit?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you get hooked up, you gotta like promote. So yeah.
Send me some free products, man, and let me try that. No, I'm just kidding. I put in a 2, so you see what the fuck I did. I deleted your comment, Todd. See, I can do shit like that, Todd, because I asked to put 1s in the chat, and you thought you're gonna be different, so I had to delete that shit just for fun's sake. You know what I'm saying? So there you go, Midlife. I hope you come back, man. Don't be in your feelings, man. We're all grown ass men and women. You know, I respect your opinion, but I don't mean it's factual. I get it. And you know, just like Midlife say, if you got a 600 credit score, you're broke. You're a broke ass motherfucker if you got a 600 credit score. If you ain't got a fucking $1 million line of credit, don't go get into the trucking business. God dang it. Shit. You're right, Midlife. I'm out of here, people. Appreciate everybody rocking with me. Till next time.